Hi, I'm Michael, and you're currently watching Off Topic. If you'd like to watch it live, Fridays at 12 p.m. Central, just click on this link to be a Rooster Teeth sponsor. The first month is completely free, and it gives you access to stuff like this podcast live, our brand new show, Theater Mode. There's a new episode out right now. Go watch it. And documentaries and other stuff.
I had to spill.
Yes, you did.
Damn.
Oh!
Starting out with
weird.
the burn.
You should have. I don't know if that had made it though. Start out with us saying, "Oh," after the burn.
Well, then it never happened.
So
we're
Andy
good.
said I learned to whistle 2 months ago, and Ryan said so did my 4-year-old.
Oh!
They taught each
yeah,
other,
yeah,
actually. Yeah.
Did they? I would not let your 4-year-old hang out with Andrew. Welcome to Off Topic
Why?
episode number
They
26.
get along great.
This week we're sponsored by Movement Watches and also Blue Apron. One's a watch, and one delivers food to your house for you to cook and eat.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You know what's up.
I do.
Joining us this week, I'm your host, Michael, and also there's Andrew Blanchard,
Ew.
Lindsay Jones,
Just camera.
and James Ryan Haywood.
Hi.
Full name.
So this is just like me and the Jones family reunion?
I
or
guess.
What's going
Yeah.
on here?
You're part
You
of
want to
the
move
family
in?
now.
It's-
Yeah.
I-
Can you be the creepy
Does it-
uncle?
Wait, so I mean, if you know, if my
There's
wife ever
space.
throws me out, maybe. Yeah.
Got an
We got
extra
another
bedroom,
right
for
next
now.
to Andrew. Yeah.
Right there. We could share a
You
wall.
know, make sure I have some options.
Well, to be fair,
Sure, say,
as
well, let me see what other
the whole
example.
family's not here. We didn't bring the Roomba.
It's true.
Correct.
It's
Then
my
it
brother.
It would be the three of
It
you.
is.
It would be us, you, Andrew, and
Yeah.
the Roomba.
How do you handle jealousy issues, or are there already jealousy issues amongst your kids? Like I get,
no,
Daddy
they're
gives
cool.
more attention to.
I just lock him in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what he does
Andy
with
gets
Roomba,
jealous
yeah.
of the Roomba.
It's that's the right answer. Sure.
Eli locks Livy in the bathroom, like shh. go
Oh
to
no,
sleep.
he'll do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
No, he'll absolutely lock her in a room or like, oh, no,
God.
I don't know where Livy is.
Eli's taking after me. He's gonna be an elementary school bully. It's not good.
Well, you know, it's a 5-year-old versus 2-year-old. But she'll level up soon.
She'll
Level up.
That's how it goes with kids. They unlock new abilities all the time.
Against the walls.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, you're using your fingers now.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
it's
huge one. When
like
they
when they
grab
unlock
stuff.
the ability to open doors, then
Uh-huh.
your shit gets real.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I guess like they can grab stuff.
Yeah,
Like
then
when
when they be able to
grow.
reach things on higher shelves, that's when you're in trouble. And
I'm still doing that with Lindsay.
And me.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Correct.
But you were trained better. Like,
Yes.
you had better
Yeah.
upbringing. Lindsay still doesn't.
Train better. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I had high refined training. I
You
went to
did.
cotillion.
You had too much
Oh, you
training.
too?
You had too much
Oh,
training
yeah.
in the unimportant department.
Yeah.
I went to cotillion. I was like, this is great. Thanks. Like, I don't care
This-
about any
this
of
you
this.
learned, you learned the foxtrot.
Exactly. Cotillion's like manners
Yeah.
school. For
Okay, I never
And
did
you
seventh
did
grade.
dance.
I didn't need it, so I don't even know what it
She
is.
Exactly.
fucking learned how
For plebs
to,
like me.
Yeah.
you know, eat properly and hold your forks and like which side of the table they go on and all that.
Do you know how many forks you typically have? Fancy size?
Two.
Remember his name,
Two,
like,
right?
Burpee?
No, there could be 3.
Yeah.
What's
three.
the third
I
one
said
for?
three, yes.
You know, for like shrimp and shit.
Well, generally
But
there's,
okay, well,
there's,
then
there's,
what's
a
the-
there's a salad fork, a dinner fork,
Yeah.
and then if there's like an
Appetizer
appetizer
fork.
There's the appetizer
That's
fork, and
usually
then
like
there's
a
a
tiny
dessert
one.
fork.
Isn't
On
the
top of
salad
it.
the appetizer?
No,
No.
we don't use the same
No,
fork.
please.
You
Sorry,
ignorant
doing that.
slut.
Look,
Yeah.
Pleb,
Yeah.
get
No,
out
it's like
of
I
here.
use the same fork, and then if like dessert comes, I go, and then it's ready.
Right.
Like I lick
Yes,
the rest of the
that
food
is,
off. and then I
That's-
sit
that is
down.
what ignorant
Unacceptable.
savages do. Yes,
Apparently,
you're
yeah.
correct. You
Yeah.
nailed it.
So she had that
I was
training.
raised on Olive Garden TGI Fridays. I don't know any
Even
better.
Olive Garden gives you 2 forks.
Do they?
Yes.
I mean,
Ah.
they give you unlimited forks.
I would
You
just throw
like-
it on the floor and be like, no, I want this
Exactly.
one. What is this?
I'm
You
done.
gave me an extra one here.
Oh, that's a better way to start. Yeah,
Give
sure.
it to the
Just-
next
just
table.
Push things on the floor. They'll bring you more.
At a great restaurant, they're just like
That's what your kids
bam,
do.
and there's just a new
That's
fork
true.
there. That just happened in LA when we were there. We were eating breakfast at our hotel and I accidentally knocked the fork over and I was like, fuck. And I picked it up
Before
and
you-
I just put it off to the side. Within like 10 seconds, the guy just came and took it and put a new one.
I had
I was
a-
like,
I-
that's class.
Great
They know
moment
what
at-
that means when it's off to the side.
I mean, I guess he heard
It
it
means please
fall,
take it,
too.
oh,
yeah.
okay. It's like
I had a
credit
great
card,
moment
but they
at
know what to get
Fleming's here in town, which is a steakhouse, where they came to take the bread and stuff away, and I just started brushing crumbs off the table. And they're like, "Sir, please." They have like the little thing. It's like
Oh,
a
it's like a
little
credit card. It's
and
like a
they're
credit card. Yeah. And
Oh, that's all. I've seen that before, but only
Yeah.
in movies.
Yeah. They use
Like,
that.
I was just
It's
trying to
real.
make it clean. I'm
It's real.
sorry. I
That's
was trying
it's
to...
funny enough. Lindsay does the same
Tidy
thing
up.
at our fucking house.
do.
It's like, oh, let me just clean off this table, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Way to
the
vacuum.
floor's ours too.
The Roomba's gonna get
Roomba's
it.
gonna wake
The
up
Room-
the next morning.
It's like,
fine.
yeah, the Roomba will get it in 2
Don't
days.
leave him out of a job.
No, the Roomba's got no chance in my house. The dogs are like, oh,
Yeah.
All that cat hair too.
Do they grab it like that?
oh yeah, no, they compete on the way to the floor. Gravity doesn't win.
That's amazing.
It goes in a dog before
That's
it hits the floor.
impressive.
That
Yeah.
makes
Can
sense.
your
Oh, with
pets
3 of
open
them, they're
doors?
fighting for it. Huh?
Can your pets open doors? Do you have like those push
Yes,
handles?
they can.
Okay, cool.
Quigley actually figured out back back
Quigley.
when Quigley. Yes, that's the one of the original 2. That was the original
The
dog.
OG.
That is the OG
The
dog.
Quig.
Figured out how to open the back door and would come running out.
That
as we were walking
sucks.
the other dog. Yes, that was a
Is
big
it like one of those
surprise.
handle doors, like not
Yeah.
the
It
knob?
was.
Yeah,
It's
so you just
not
clap
good
it
for
down,
dogs. Yeah.
Dude, my dog, he never quite did
I
it.
learned that at a young age as well.
But basically, his head was too big. He got to the point where he knew how to turn the knob and open it, but his head would hit the wall because he would literally just bite the entire doorknob and then turn his head, but he couldn't
Thunk,
go far
thunk,
enough.
thunk.
Yeah, I still have it. My mother, like after he passed away, I was already living here. My mother sent me a bunch of like his shit, like his collar. I have that at home, and I have like a box of his ashes. But I have the doorknob in my house.
doorknob?
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
and it's just like
With the teeth
fucking
marks?
crushed it. Yeah, it just looks like someone put it in a vice and crushed it. There's just like a cheap door with a cheap doorknob, but
Dogs are awesome.
they are awesome.
I love dogs.
Except for when they get old. Like my dogs are all at the point where they're just growing weird shit.
They
Like,
get
it
like lumps.
happens.
They
Like,
get lumps.
yeah,
and
lumps,
stuff.
and then like my
Yep.
one of Quigley again. He has like this flap. It's just like a little. It's like. I mean, I'm on me. It's like that. On him, it's like this. But I mean, it's just like a flap of flesh that just grew out of
Yeah.
his leg. It's gross. It's a skin tag, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the black thing that's like
Mhm.
all like scratchy. And,
It's
like,
not always.
ashy.
No, it's not black. It's like pale.
Oh.
It looks like a maggot
That's
attached
like
to him.
dog elbows.
Yeah, dog elbows are gross. Those are
Dog
gross.
weenuses are nasty.
Yes.
not okay. See, I had like the dog when I was growing up. One of my dogs, she was getting older, she wouldn't move from one area. So when she finally passed, like our carpet was totally brown, and it was a white carpet before.
This is where
from
your
all-
dog was decaying.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah, like her body grease was just going into the carpet.
Ugh.
I had that with
I
same,
miss you, Murphy.
with the same dog of mine because when I lived with my parents, my room was upstairs and I had a white door and it was kind of like in a corner, so there was like a little cubby area. But my room was super fucking small. And the thing is, he would always whine at night. Like if I shut the door and he was in my room, he would just start fucking crying and whimpering and whining because he wanted to leave. So I would never fucking keep him in my room because it drove me insane. So he always wanted to come in, but the second I shut the door, he would want to leave. But I always wanted the door shut because I'm a teenager. Like, fuck you. I don't want
Right.
people just walking into my room and shit. My
While
dick
you're
could be out.
masturbating, yeah,
or just in
absolutely,
general. Like,
yeah.
I hate people, plus my dick could be out.
In fact, that's why your dick is out.
Right.
Because I hate people.
So he would like he'd do the dog thing where he walks in circles, you know, before he sits down, and then he'd like curl up right against the door, and I would be in my room and my door would go and like bulge in a little because he's like laying up against it, and the whole bottom half of my door just started turning brown.
Oh.
Just from him. I mean, like we gave him regular baths, but I
Yeah.
mean, you only wash a dog a few times a year,
Yep.
and it was just from him like being up against the door and then sliding down it, like that sitting motion. And every couple weeks, I would just take like a washcloth and I have to wipe it off because it's just this huge brown mark on the bottom of my door.
I only met your dog once, but he also had some pretty intense farts.
I mean, he was like a 175-pound dog, so
Yeah.
that'll happen.
That's just your internal organs breaking down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
Older dogs have some pretty gnarly farts.
You're just smelling his
Yeah.
liver, basically.
Yeah.
No, it had nothing to do with him being older. That was just him from
Yeah,
the
they only
get-go.
got worse though as
Yeah,
we aged.
I mean, because if I came home and be like, oh my god, it was like, yeah, that's about what I remember.
Michael
Just-
has some pretty smelly farts too. Maybe it's just like father, like son.
could
kind
be.
of
I mean, I didn't birth him, but yeah.
You kind of. You treated him
See,
like your son.
my fucking dog, back on Cape Cod, she never fucking farts, so I could never blame it on the dog. The only thing my dog does though is burp, and I can't burp, so.
Maybe she was silent about it. And
Man,
she would
what
blame
a-
him on
But she
you.
never fucking farts.
What like a travesty? You're like, sucks for me. My dog never farted. Like, how many instances in your life where you're like, I wish my dog farted so I could blame it on her?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's pretty good.
Who
the
fucking
blame-
cares?
Yeah.
Also, it's just going back to the conversation. Like, dog farts do not smell like human farts. It's not the same thing.
No, no, my dog's got some
My
pretty
fart-
small
What do you
human
fucking
fart.
feed him? Human food?
No, well, I
My
mean,
dog
that's
eats
again,
human
they
food
clean
most
the
of the time.
floor a lot.
I guess so.
Okay?
That's the same thing like dogs dog farts and shit are like baby shits. Like, it's not things that normal adult humans eat, so it just smells like toxic waste.
It's
like,
just sulfur. It's
Baby
straight sulfur.
poop is just nothing but goop. That's
thinking
all it
about,
is, and it's black. Like, it's black or green, baby
Ryan
poop.
could like stage a crime. Like he puts his dog in here. It's like there was a person in there, or you think there was. That fart does smell human. You're like,
My dog is.
Eat the cheeseburger. They'll think it was
never
me.
know.
No, my dog's the kind that is also surprised by her own farts. So and they're long and musical, so it's like.
Right, and then they have that look around the room like,
Yeah.
who
And
the
then she
fuck
starts
did
looking
that?
at you
Startle
like,
themselves,
yeah.
"Is that you? Did you do that?
Yeah.
One of you did it. Who did it?" All right, maybe it's me.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was.
Do any of your dogs chase their own tails? Have you ever
Nah.
had that?
I don't have any tail chasers.
I only had one dog that had a tail, basically, because I had two other like,
like the little
Rottweiler
nubs?
breeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they had
They
nubs.
shake their butts.
They do.
Yeah.
Their little nub goes.
Yeah.
My dog had the perfect because like he was all black, and then like on the back, you know, like a Rottweiler, he had the brownish hair, and then he has a little nub. But when he was up, it would just waggle. But when it was down, his like brown hair with his little nub going down was perfectly shaped like a heart. My mother would always just like, "He's got a little heart," and I'm like, "Shut up, he's cool."
He's a manly dog.
Yeah,
he
his-
doesn't have a heart.
He's named Kane after Legacy of Soul Reaver. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Legacy of Soul Reaver is Raziel, but you know,
I don't know what you're saying. I
It's
don't
a
know what that
video
is.
game.
Okay, I didn't play that one.
Blood
it
Omen.
RPG?
Blood Omen Legacy of Kane was a PlayStation game. That's where I got the name.
See, I never played OP PlayStation. My first PlayStation was a PS3, and that was like, oh my god, I can finally play Shadows of the Colossus. And the first game I played on PS3 was Shadows of the
Yeah, and
Colossus.
by the time you got PS3, Shadow of the Colossus is like way outdated.
Yes.
And it's
I was
like, wow,
I was
this is the game everyone was talking about 5 years
I was
ago.
like, this looks pretty bad, but it was fun as hell.
It is. It's a
Never
game
got
of
a
just boss
sequel, did it?
fights.
Yeah.
No, I think that Ico game was like kind of like
Yeah,
a spiritual
I remember
successor,
that.
but it was never.
never
And
played
then
that
now
either.
The Last Guardian is the same developer. I'm pretty sure, and I guess it's actually coming out soon. Here, sure by the end of the year, I would think, because I saw like gameplay of it. So
You know what I'm excited that's coming out soon about? That was a well-constructed sentence.
Words,
Yes.
man.
Nice transition too.
Fucking Lego Star Wars next month.
Yeah.
All right,
DLC
that's-
too.
Okay, don't clap.
I'm
so
very
loud.
excited.
You're
Boom,
so-
great.
No, I know, but I'm
Take it
so
easy.
excited for it though.
Just chill out.
Yeah.
Look,
chill
I know
out.
you're happy
But
to be
Star
employed
Wars.
and all, but
Fix
take
that
it easy.
in
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true too. So you should mention that, right? You got a job,
Oh, yeah.
sort of.
Yeah, part time.
Part time.
Yeah. So
Yeah, my introduction.
half
to
the
you,
internet, half the community screaming at their monitors right now. But yeah,
That's
I got
fine.
employed.
Ryan's screaming.
My
at you.
my
Yeah.
introduction to you working here was Lindsay coming to get me in another room because you guys were just like slamming an HDMI cable into the wrong hole on a computer.
Well, it was in an
I
HDMI
didn't
port,
touch
so I got it. I got it in an
yeah.
HDMI
it
port.
wasn't the one though that comes out of the
There was
video
like
card.
17. I was
There's-
like,
there's
it's gotta
two,
be one of
and
them.
there's one that's on the video card where all the video outs are.
Yeah.
And probably where the DVI cable was originally connected before you unplugged it.
I didn't unplug it. It was already unplugged when I got there.
That is
Sure.
correct. We
Alright.
disassembled it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I said that's an authentic Ryan interaction because I've had so many times where I'm like, Ryan, fix it, and he's like, well, if you're not an idiot, this is how you do it. I'm like, thanks, Ryan.
exactly-
You're
I mean,
right."
Yeah, Ryan has just spiraled so much. in the
Tech
last few
support
years.
has to come with a little bit of demeaning. I mean, that's just if you don't feel dumb after someone helps
Ryan
you with
goes
a technical issue.
amateurs and leaves.
I didn't even say that. I just went and turned
your
and
face-
walked.
Oh,
out.
actually, now that you're talking about it, I remember the scenario without going into that room. You came in, you asked Ryan for help. He walked out of the room. Usually what happens is like we open the door and then walk away, and it takes a couple seconds for the door to close, like slowly close, and then goes and like slams shut. So a couple seconds go by, the door closes. Maybe 25 seconds go by, and I hear boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 and the door opens back up, and it's Ryan. He goes, "Well, that was easy." And he just walks back in. I'm like, I guess
You're
someone's
welcome.
stupid.
It was an easy
Great.
fix.
Yeah, all right.
That's not a bad Andy interaction.
Tomorrow we'll go over turning the computer on.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday. You coming to work?
Well, you
Fucking
are because you're
zing.
part time.
Boom!
Hey.
That's he's coming here less because he's part time.
I
He's
see.
lucky he gets to come here on weekdays.
Well, he's still got to
Sure.
learn to be useful first, right? Because
I did things today.
Yeah.
What?
Like name burning and
He's
Yeah.
filling
I'm-
that seat.
Yeah.
That's useful. Jack, I was like, dude, who wants to be in the podcast? And Jack went, ugh, I was on 2 weeks. And I was like, well, you know,
was I on the past 2 weeks?
I was like, I'm
probably.
here.
so.
Dude, fucking slim pickings. What do you want? You
That's
know?
fair.
I'm like, Jack, look around the room, man. What do you want from me?
Jack's been hitting the gym
It's-
too, so he's pretty exhausted at this point.
Well, maybe it's
That was like a
his
compliment?
fasting day. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it
I'm
was.
just saying.
You're like,
Training
let me
hard.
tell you about Jack. Guy looks great.
just
Dude
fact.
is looking ripped.
Fucking
Can't show up to podcast because he's looking too good.
That's the best way to insult someone is to do it with a compliment.
It's to not insult them at all.
Yeah.
You had the tone of an insult, but I was like,
No, you look
compliment.
amazing.
Yeah.
In a moment like this.
Another typo.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. I'm glad you can work not just the soda in, but like the phrases on the soda. Use the whole can.
I mean, I really.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many
You
did
can listen to this podcast
On
with
headphones.
headphones.
How many
Oh,
did I
dude,
say?
are those earbuds?
Like 2.
3? 2? Already?
Like to means at least 3.
I mean,
That's what that means.
there's a standard deviation there. Yeah, there's room for error.
Do you drink as many at home or do you get it out at work?
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
both. Okay, got it.
There's no downtime in my sorry.
Well-
I went to Dr. Pepper because that was my
Right.
old thing. My Diet Coke
I
consumption.
thought you were
was
going
it
to actually
really?
talk about your
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah, that's what I was
went
like,
to
a
see for your
pediatrician.
diabetic
No, I
problems.
don't see
Why
a
would you-
doctor.
what?
No. I should, but I'm gonna die.
Because sometimes, like especially at Rooster Teeth, with some significant others, this is the place where like.
Hey, it's Jeff.
Did you what?
Hey,
You
You made it.
I'm employed now.
Stand
kind
over
of.
there.
Yeah,
Really?
go make him
That's my
stand in the
chair.
corner.
Yeah.
No, he's
You
serious.
gotta take your
Move.
lunch.
Fucking move.
Yeah,
Get out of
take
the
your
way.
goddamn
all right?
cup.
That's, you
Thanks
didn't say
for
it
keeping
3
my seat
times.
warm.
Jesus Christ.
Christ. Hey, if you
you
want to
can-
look for something to do, you can go wash my car.
Yeah, you can take your cup too.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll slide over.
The coaster.
You don't get a coaster.
That
Jeff can
you don't
pretend
get
to be
a coaster.
Slytherin
I mean,
for
it
a
really
second.
fucks the table, not you, but Jeff's.
That's fine.
I
This
mean,
is how
our
it works.
table is clearly in
This
great.
is how it
condition.
works. Listen, the table that exists over there
Thanks.
in that capacity, and that's
Right.
it.
Thanks, man.
Do we get another tap?
What we say
Oh yeah,
yesterday
no
about
eye contact. Right.
eye contact and talking.
Yeah.
Do we have a tap or no?
What?
Another tap.
No, the tap just he removed it.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know what the question you're asking. It's like, do we have beer?
Last time I was on, it wasn't full.
Is the
I'm
keg
asking.
full?
Yes.
We have the tap. The taps are right there. You're looking at them. It's
Thanks,
third
fuck
from the
you.
left, like it always is, man. You want an instruction manual? This is crazy right now.
Michael doesn't do comprehension. It's all got to be exactly right, verbatim, when you ask a question.
Well, when you ask a question like, is the tap hooked up, and you look at 8 taps, like,
Which one?
That's a fair question. Is
Exactly.
there? Well, I mean, she could have phrased it. Is there beer here?
exactly. She could have.
could
Ryan's
have.
always on my side for phrasing too, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
Phrasing? Am I
Yeah.
still doing that?
Yeah.
It's bad when we get back to the house because they're both looking at me like, "Which side do you want, Andy? Which side?" I'm just
So-
like, and I'm just like, and I just like kind of walk out.
He'll
It's
be
like,
back. He's getting
I'm
a mixer.
guessing he
like
went to
real
get a
friends.
mixer,
Yes.
but it wouldn't shock
I'm
me
here.
if Jeff just moved them and then left.
That's also
That
possible.
also
yeah.
wouldn't surprise me. Nah, now you're in my fucking shot, though.
Yeah.
He makes you look pretty
one.
white.
He does.
Comparison,
You do.
yeah.
You do make me look pretty white, and I got like a decent tan going on too. For me, anyway. You can tell like between like right there. Like I'm super white
White.
here.
Ryan's got a
I'm little-
t-shirt, but that's about it. You get a little bit more pale up here.
Ryan
That's it.
does have a
Super
t-shirt.
pale that
That's
way.
correct.
T-shirt tan.
It's
It
a
goes
farmer's
way
tan.
paler that direction.
How's
There.
your
You want to see the pale? Look at that. It's blinding the camera.
Dude, you could be move over, Jim
Can we white
Gaffigan.
balance that?
How's my tan? I don't think you'd be able to tell.
When's
if
the
I
last
had
time you
one.
sprayed
Yeah,
it
you
on?
would.
You have a tan.
Yeah, you got a bit of a tan. You got a bit going on.
Got some red right here. Some
Well,
purple, black.
that doesn't really count. But
a spider tan.
are you gonna get a
Ryan's
snake
Spider
tattoo?
Man.
No.
Maybe that would like build up your tolerance if you had to
Never.
look at it and be like,
Never
"Ah."
in a million years.
What would you do if you woke up like shenanigans, whatever, happy hour, and Griffin like had that snake tattoo put on you while you were asleep? Would you immediately get it like lasered off or
I'd cut my
turned
arm
into
off.
something else? Seems like the extreme option. But
Well,
Yeah.
well, you would. It's like even if you got it lasered, you'd know where it was.
No, I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
That's actually funny because it's a similar scenario where Andrew said because his whole like broken bones thing. He's like, if I ever like break my arm and I have to like drive myself to the hospital, I'm just gonna kill myf.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just
veer off
kill
the road or,
myself.
Yeah.
Fucking
I have to die.
John Reisinger.
Right.
John Reisinger sent me
have to die.
a Slack the other day of like a potential tattoo that he may want to get, and he's like, "I'd love to hear your feedback." And I was like, "All right, there's a fucking snake on it." And he's like, "Yes, and I'm like, and that's where I stop."
I stopped looking.
Like, there is a fucking snake
Oh,
in the
yeah.
tattoo.
Is he doing the Death Eater?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's- yeah.
You like spiders though, right?
I don't have
He
a
just
problem.
fucking
Yeah.
has a spider
Yeah.
tattoo.
I'm
I don't
saying,
have
like,
a
it's
problem with
creatures.
spiders.
You could have a
It's
tattoo or
just
something.
snakes I don't like.
Yeah.
I had
See,
a
I
series-
actually fucking
a
hate lynx.
I'm the
series
opposite.
of incidents as a child with snakes that have led me down this
You're
road.
like,
See, now you're just
Taking so much
judgmental
space.
because you met a few bad snakes and now you're labeling the whole group. That's
Yeah,
not
that's exactly what I do. Yeah. I'm from Alabama. That's how you roll.
We should mention because I totally forgot about it too. But we have a new episode of Theater Mode coming out today, as we do on the Fridays for the 8 weeks, and today being week 4.
I'm excited about this one. I'm just gonna give a little woo-doo.
Nice.
You'll know what that means
Yeah,
after
I
you
know.
watch it.
I know.
I wasn't, and another thing to be excited about. I'm not in this one. So
Yeah.
if you hate me,
Yeah.
you're in luck.
If you love Jeff,
You get 2 hours
You
of
won't watch
no
it.
Jeff, or however long it is, an hour and a half of no
And
Jeff.
even better, I'm
Oh
in it.
my God.
you looked at him.
Yeah.
Are you going to be
that
talking
much
through
at
the
the
whole
same time,
fucking
yeah.
off topic? Is that what's going to happen here?
Nope, I'm not looking.
Where'd you come from, by the way?
Originally?
No, just like today. You just appeared.
I've been here since 9 a.m.
No, I
He was
meant-
Jim's
I meant-
awarding it up hard
right
this morning.
now.
I got here
this
like
podcast.
8:45.
I know,
this
yet I
morning.
was here for like 2 hours and I never saw you. So
I was in a.
asking.
I went into the conference room in
Yeah.
the bungalow
Uh-huh.
at 9:45,
Right.
and I had a meeting,
Uh-huh.
which was followed by another meeting in that conference room, which was then followed by a third meeting in that conference room.
Right.
So I spent 2.5 hours.
Did you get any of the kolaches, though?
I came back, and I ate 3 kolaches.
Wow. Holy
And
shit.
as lunch, and then I
Until
came over
lunch.
here because I had a terrible fear that the podcast might have a element of Blanchard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll happen. Well, it'll happen too because I asked you yesterday,
cute.
and I was like, I know.
I walked in and
you
Jack
know.
was there, and I said, "Who's on the podcast?" And he goes, "It's like Michael and Ryan and Lindsay and Andy." And I went, "Are you serious?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't know, man." And I was like, "Ugh, I gotta go."
Yeah, it's funny because we got Andy because Jack didn't want to be on it. He's like, I did too, man. And I was like, well, I mean, you know, I've done like 27.
I don't
but-
particularly want to be on it either, but I do
Right.
care about the audience.
Right,
Right, yeah,
right. Well,
so
that was it.
just for the content,
You
yeah.
usually aren't even on 2 weeks in a row.
That's been
You
3
have
for
been
me,
on
I
2
think.
weeks in a row. I literally said yesterday, I'm like, I'm assuming you don't want to be on. It's 3 weeks in a row, and you give me a death look. Like, you'll die tonight if you even ask me. So I didn't.
Here's the
but
reason-
just
here's
like
the deal.
Jeff, you twisted me.
Here's the
You-
deal.
The Shyamalan twist, and then you just showed up anyway.
Unfortunately, I have to get through the podcast to get to the bar.
Ah, well, I mean, you can come and
So,
go.
I'm
Ashley did it. She fucking chugged a bowl of punch. You saw
She
it.
came out
You
$200
also owe her
richer.
$80.
I owe her $80. So I will not. I will not. I guess impose myself upon the entire podcast. I will leave at some point.
Oh, okay.
To go to other things.
Not if I leave
I'm
first.
just no. I,
Woo!
go ahead and pick up your last paycheck on the way out.
Hey,
You're
you're not my boss anymore.
Well,
Hey.
I'm your
Can
boss's
I-
boss.
Can I say that?
I'm actually
You're
runs above.
out of his
Tell that to the
range,
Stram,
okay?
Jeff. Tell it to the
He
Stram.
doesn't care, man.
Lindsay and
You
I.
send me those save the Stram hashtags.
Lindsay and
won't
I,
give a shit.
after work yesterday, every once in a while, Lindsay and I have like an after work meeting where we go to a bar and we talk about the stuff, the health of
Cute
Achievement
boys
Hunter
and
and
stuff.
Cute Boys and
Uh-huh.
you know all that nonsense. And we had quite a laugh over you and the Stram.
Me and
We
the
were,
Stram.
like, clicking our drinks and being like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah. You should have heard him at the beginning of the
watch
podcast.
that.
He
Audience-
started the podcast with vinegar.
The audience knows who cares about them and who's just out in it for the money.
true.
So, save
Right.
the Stram, hashtag.
But like,
Yes,
what
by the way,
about
Lindsay, would you like to go yachting this weekend?
Oh, I'd love to.
There you go.
Let me grab my ass.
Let's have a yacht fight.
well, we can't this
I
week.
got joust, please.
Because we'll be in San Francisco at Kind of Funny Live too.
Hey.
Are
What a
you going to
setup.
be there, audience? If
Should
if
be.
not, you should be. It's not too late to get a ticket, or a bus ticket, or a plane ticket, or a train ticket. There are all kinds of John Candy, Steve Martinish ways you could get to San Francisco to watch us live in a bar.
Are we in a bar?
I think it's a bar or like
Oh.
a venue that has booze.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we doing? We're doing like a podcast type thing,
So,
sort
like,
of, and then whatever else
it's
Greg
so
Miller
fucking-
puts in our butts.
so fucking funny because I was on the
That's
phone.
kind of funny.
I was I was on the phone with Tim a couple weeks ago.
Tim. Is that who? Tim Geddes? Okay.
Tim Geddes.
Tim. You, there's
Yeah,
three.
the third, yeah, he's iterating.
And he was
Every
like,
Tim gets smaller.
It's a Remy Tim.
I really
Tim,
don't
Tim,
want to
Tim.
ask too much of you guys,
But
but could you on Saturday go to the VIP room and sign some autographs? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, we can
And he
do
goes,
that.
then on Sunday, could you do like a podcast? And I was
Uh-huh.
like, yeah. And he goes, and maybe like for like maybe sign a few autographs. And I was like, yeah. And he's like,
Yeah.
that's not too much. And I was like, oh, you sweet boy.
Yeah.
You sweet child.
oh,
I need to put.
I
you-
thought we were just coming to do nothing.
No, and it's like, is that it? That's. Let me tell you about RTX.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
basically.
that sounds like
That's work.
That's less work than if I didn't have to go to San Francisco that weekend.
It's true.
Like I would do more work at my fucking house on the
It
weekend.
negates
my garbage
yeah.
disposal has fucking exploded this morning, basically, and now I gotta get that fucking fixed. Like it's been leaking a little bit, and so I have a bucket under it, so it's like drip,
Oh.
drip,
It finally died.
drip. So I have two sinks. I have a small sink with a garbage disposal and then a larger sink. So I've just like the drain runs through the larger sink.
Yeah.
And that runs fine. It doesn't leak at all. So I'm thinking it's just in the garbage disposal itself because it goes down, it leaks, and then the pipe connects into the main drain. So I've just been using it when I needed to turn it on. Like, I'll turn the water on real quick, run the garbage disposal, turn it off. And then, like, it drips a little bit, but I have a big-ass bucket, so it lasts for a couple days, and then I just dump it out. I gotta get it fixed. I fucking did it this morning, turned it on, the garbage disposal was like, I'm like, that sounds weird. I opened the bottom cabinet, and it's like the full force of the faucet is just shooting into my under fucking cabinet. I was like, oh! Like, I had fucking cleaning that up for like 20 minutes this morning.
Homeowner.
Yeah.
That's the part they don't tell you about.
Before we get any further, we totally ran off.
Theater
from
mode?
Theater mode.
Yeah, it's funny, they had the thing up, and they're like,
Gave up on it.
Oh,
So,
It happened.
Yeah.
theater mode comes out today. What is it, 4? Is that the time
Episode
we're shooting
4.
for?
Which
At
one
4,
is it?
Episode 4 at 4.
This
4 at
is-
4.
Yeah.
It's me, Jack, and Lil J.
Jeremy.
So,
What was the movie?
do we say the movie?
That's fine. It's called
Okay.
Apocalypse Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
the
that one,
episode
okay.
itself should be out already.
Yeah,
too.
it's fucking something else. So we have a trailer for it.
This is an exclusive.
Ooh,
clip.
I
It's
haven't
an
seen this yet.
exclusive clip.
Yes, but
that-
the trailer will also be out on YouTube.
It's an exclusive clip that we filmed. Maybe it was yesterday. Go to the clip now. I'm assuming they have it. There's that soundtrack again. Yeah, take it off.
Oh man,
Take
we're
that
getting the
dick
shit
out.
slow. Work our way down to a shot.
Pants coming off. I'm gonna kill you with my dick out. Dancing all around. It's a nice looking suit. I appreciate the 3-piece. It's a good looking vest. It fits well. Yeah, just a good fashion sense.
Kill him!
He's got the napkin. Hang on. Give him a second. He's gonna make the guy drink first.
We lost Jeremy.
And then you're gonna kill him with a napkin?
Did he just suffocate him with a napkin?
Is it chloroform or are
he's-
you suffocating him?
He's clearly breathing with no problem.
No, that's him struggling for breath.
Light at the end of it to look forward to.
All of that, and you're gonna napkin him, and his head, he's just like, oh, I guess I'm gonna die now. All right, that wasn't what we recorded yesterday. That's an actual clip from
That looks perfectly
like-
fine.
That was somebody's creative vision.
Yeah.
Realized.
That guy was a treat, by the
Do you
way.
think that was
whole
the
movie.
first take? You know, they were like, you nailed it.
I think the
Like
whole
that.
First take,
movie
only
was a
take.
first take.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
that guy only does one take.
Yeah.
I
Every
enjoyed
time.
it as a film.
Do you think
for
people who
theater
make
mode.
movies like that are like, this is gonna win something? Like,
Absolutely.
I don't know
have the
what,
mentality.
I don't
It's just
know
like
what
it's like,
people are thinking.
Well, things like Thanksgiving, I feel like obviously they're like this.
It's completely
this is-
satirical.
We know this
Yeah.
is garbage. Yeah.
Thanksgiving 3.
That dude,
Yes.
fucking woo!
So we're filming. We're back into filming for theater mode.
Are we on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're filming.
yeah.
It's happening?
Next Wednesday morning is episode.
No.
Filming of
No.
episode
No,
6.
it's
No, it's
not,
not.
because next Wednesday morning is the other thing we have to do for 4 hours.
Right.
No, that's Tuesday.
Is it? I don't think it is.
I'll double check. It's the 31st, right?
Yeah.
Who's
Check
right?
your calendars, everyone.
It's Tuesday? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Which thing
I
is
was
Tuesday?
wrong then.
So
I was wrong about the thing with Mika, but then it doesn't matter
yeah,
anyway because we
yeah.
got to do this fucking thing.
Yeah, Tuesday the
You were
31st.
You were right. You just didn't know it yet.
Oh, see,
Tuesday the 31st, we're recording D&D stuff.
Gotcha.
And then
I thought that was the first.
Wednesday we're recording.
Gotcha. Still F you, Mika.
Either way, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it was a conversation we had
It's
earlier.
still no.
She's like, guys, guess what we're doing on Wednesday? And she started talking about it, and I said, guess who's not? Boo! Because we have to do the D&D thing. Now it turns out I'm wrong, but I'll go back and I'll be like, hey, sorry, it turns out we're not doing a D&D thing. But we have theater mode. Boo! Shit, I just want to see your face melt
Also, we had
off.
to
Well-
play around Ryan being on free play. Almost called you Fryan.
Frying, yeah.
Yes.
But he's not doing it.
Yes.
Well, I
That's
mean,
fine.
free play and theater mode can't coexist in the same time slot. So.
No, I'm talking
Theater
about
mode,
streaming with
we're
Mika
locked
also.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad that you re-added that.
Fucking fuck theater mode. Or the other one.
What
What
are
is
you
that? Free
laughing
play?
at? What are you laughing at? Have you watched theater mode yet?
I have.
Yeah?
I watched one
Which
of them.
one?
The Thanksgiving.
What about the other two?
No.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Piece of shit.
I have a job now.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently a job you don't fucking care
Thank you.
about.
Yeah.
How's my car?
You really
Get
can.
right on that, sir.
I mean, in all honesty, right? That's an RT life, right?
You're gonna be washing
Make
my
him
car
wash your car
in a bikini.
at your house on the
Yes.
weekend.
Yes.
He's free tomorrow. I know he is. You should make him come over and fucking wash your car while you're fucking sitting in first class drinking your drinks, and I'm sitting behind you watching you do it.
Funny you
We're
should say.
flying to
Funny
LA.
you should say that. I just
We're
got my
going to LA.
upgrade right.
Dude, holy fucking hell!
I'm not taking the same flight as you.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
right.
Dallas to.
Yeah, right. I'm going to LA.
Kind of funny live too. Tickets still available. I hear it's cost effective.
Yeah.
Very cheap.
I got the American Airlines card there, you
Yeah.
know, which gives you like bonus miles and shit, which isn't good for qualifying miles, but it's good for like
Good for-
upgrading your seats and
Yep.
shit. So in like really the last 2 years, as I've flown the most, I had before I like the end of the cycle in this card, like I paid my payments and I guess it gave me the miles. The whole thing is like you use the airline credit card, you get fucking free miles and shit. So I had 58,000.
miles.
I had 58,000 like reward miles. And I guess my first bill went through. Granted, I got the card because I had a bunch of shit to fucking pay for, like the whole trip. We went to LA to go Harry Potter and all that stuff, and I put it on the credit card. I went from 58,000 miles to 116,000
Yeah.
in one fucking statement. I was like, holy shit!
So you spent $50,000 last month.
I didn't spend $50,000 last month, but I spent some amount of money.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Well, you get like usually when you sign up for those, you get like 25,000, 50,000
50,
bonus.
It
or
depends.
60,000.
right
Yeah.
off. So
And then if you
a little bump.
book tickets and hotels through it, you get double miles for that stuff. And so it adds up.
I'm fucking, I can't wait now to apply for first class and not get it because everyone else
In the
is higher
world
than
is
me.
higher than you,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. That's how it works. I'm like, yeah, gold. I can sit in first class. Oh, I'm 14th on the on standby list.
Because there's 14
Oh.
Gavins in front of you.
Right.
I may have already told this on the podcast before, but yeah, not too
Probably
long ago
did.
I took a flight to somewhere, and the Austin to Dallas leg, I was 58th
No, I don't think he
Oh,
on
mentioned
the
that.
upgrade list.
Damn.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, 57th out of 58.
All right, don't
Why does it go
exaggerate.
that deep?
Yeah, what's the point?
What
56 people-
situation is 57th going to be
They
called
could
up?
die.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But what happens is, if you're a rewards member, you automatically get added to the bump up
Oh.
list for certain segment flights, like Austin to Dallas, because it's a short flight.
If it's under 500 miles,
Yeah,
it's
they
automatic and
automatically-
it's free.
Yeah.
If there's a natural disaster and Jeff lives, he's on that plane.
And I'm pretty high up in gold. I'm not actually. I'll hit platinum hopefully next week. But so that must have meant that like the 56 people in front of me were all platinum or executive platinum.
Gavin went to England yesterday again. Was it yesterday or the day before it?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay. Before he left this year, and England's like, it's about 10,000 miles, the trip he's taking there and back.
Yeah, it's 9,000 I think, or 11,000.
He was at 70,000.
75,000.
Was he at 75?
It's 75. Yeah.
Fuck me. Yeah, so he's that close to executive platinum in still under half a year.
Isn't there a thing above that where you just keep it forever?
That's different.
million miles.
That's
Okay.
million miles. You get 1 million and you get gold forever. You get
Oh.
2 million, you get
get
platinum forever. But there's no executive platinum forever.
Is that more than George Clooney in that movie, Up in the Air?
I never saw it. I don't know.
Okay.
What's that? Oh, 75,000. What a turd. When did he send that?
He sent that to me last Sunday
Fuck him.
on his way back. From,
It's one of those things though where it's like it's bad once you start getting near executive platinum because nobody wants to fly that much.
No.
It's really just like, thank God at least I get this because I fly so much I hate my fucking life and I'm an executive platinum. It's not enjoyable at all. Gavin's not like, yeah. He's just like, at least I'll hit it, I guess.
Yeah, no. It's like it's the thing that you get into to trick yourself into thinking
Right.
that it's not miserable.
Like gold was great because I took one trip to Australia and I got 17,000 out of 25,000 miles. So
Yeah.
that was like, whee, and I hit gold. I don't want to die yet inside. Gavin, he's done for.
And this is the part where the audience is unhappy.
It's funny for two reasons. Because one, this is the part where the audience is unhappy because we talk about traveling. Percentage of the audience.
Hey,
a
but
big-
we
it's a
included
big
talk
flying.
of credit cards.
It's
true,
a
we
big
did.
part
Fiscal
of our lives.
responsibility,
People
Michael.
travel a lot.
Here's the other thing I was going to mention as you were telling it. I haven't really seen it, but to go in line with the travel conversation, and people hate that we bring that up, I was like, can't wait to start seeing that about meetings. Because then it's like, that's all we talk about as well. And then you're like, I was in a meeting, and then I did a meeting, and a meeting.
Yeah.
And it's funny because as you were talking about the meeting, I was thinking about people complaining about flights, and then we moved on to flights.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. you know?
Seriously though, theater mode's great.
Yeah.
You
It's
should-
a good
you should-
I liked it. I like that episode.
Sign up if you haven't already signed up. Sign up. It's free for a month. You can even cancel your account. at
So
the end of the
I
month and not be
hear
charged.
if you sign up
And
right
watch an
now,
episode.
you could watch 4 episodes.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I mean, not right this second, but like 3 hours from now.
3 hours from now, you'll be
3.5
able to watch.
hours
That's
from now, you watch
That's
4
like
episodes.
6 or 7 hours of just pure comedy.
wow.
Or something. It was empty, but I would really hate to break this one
Wait
too,
for reflex.
because this is the one that got sent with the swear jar that had the swear jar
It's
in a
a
glass
survivor.
for every single person, and the only 2 that survived was my fuck glass and Ryan's Diet Coke glass.
I'm surprised you didn't say fuck as it was falling.
over there.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
those
for
are the
that.
only 2. Someone sent 6 glasses and a swear jar.
And we don't know what the others were.
They're
so
the
that's-
strongest.
Everything, like I didn't even see the box. This was just on my desk, and it was explained to me, they opened the box and it was a box full of glass.
It was just a horror
Shattered
scene.
glass, and then they fished out these 2.
Are you gonna use it? You should.
I mean, he has used it before. They did the effort. They put the
He's already
bubbles
done
in
with
it.
that
That's
thing.
cool.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Unlike that, he's gone.
So what's new with you?
Like a whisper in the night.
He's not coming back, so you can't leave.
No, not
that
at
was
all.
I realized you can still, but that was his logic of don't come back and never mind.
No, there he is.
Sorry about it. What did you say?
You know what he did? He went to the fridge in the back where
Yep.
the keg is to get his Diet Coke out that he hid back there. I bet
Yeah.
that's what he did.
No, I know.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
you
what he
cracked
did.
the code.
I mean,
sure.
he said it many times.
I've also
though.
done it every single episode.
Well, it's also
of-
funny, and I'm glad it's a perfect segue of like exactly when Ryan's like, "You hiding a stool over there? It's got a cushion." I'm like, I sit on it every single episode.
Wow.
Okay.
Fancy pants.
Yeah, look at this.
You
Nailed
want to
it.
do it behind your back?
Are you Tom Cruise
Tom-
in that movie? Sorry.
You know,
Sorry.
Cocktail.
The Last
Sorry.
Samurai. Loved it.
Yeah. I bet he could do it.
Last Samurai was a good movie.
Dude,
You know,
spoiler.
I think it was a good movie.
He survived.
A little whitewashy.
A little
Yeah, I was
bullshit
gonna say,
too. It's like
The
Tom
Last
Cruise
Samurai
movie.
is
Of course he
white woman.
survived. If there was any other actor on the planet, he would have died at the end of the movie.
That is
but
a
Tom Cruise
perfect
is like, yeah, I don't die in movies.
Vessel
so.
for a single
Now I
Diet
want to
Coke.
see an iteration with a white woman. Like, let's get another thing with.
You have
What
it.
is
It's fucking
Yeah,
Ghost in the Shell,
That's what I
right?
was gonna say. Yeah, another Scarlett Johansson. Get her in there.
You're done for, man. Ryan, you just
We're all done for. I mean,
you're
someone's
gonna
gonna
be
get
you're
you.
done first. Yours is like it's just it's like the lamest way though. Like Jeff's liver is gonna explode or something. But exactly, he's like, it did its job.
I got some use out
You
of it.
got used.
You
You know, there
did.
were some times Ryan's
some
just like,
miles
on
got
that
50,000 cans of Diet Coke under my
Yeah.
belt. It was worth it.
I mean, aspartame may give you a brain tumor, but the chances are, I mean, the 50-50 shot, I get a superpower, right?
I don't know if there was some sort of.
Diet Coke,
like
man.
John Travolta in that movie where he got a brain tumor and became super amazing.
What
Yeah.
movie was that?
Grease.
No,
No?
It was called.
That was Grease 2.
It had
Wild
it had
Dogs.
Forrest Whitaker in it and Renee
Yeah.
Russo in it. It was
Sure.
called
Phenomenon.
Look who's talking.
Phenomenon.
Oh, there you go.
I think so, actually.
Damn, dude.
He had two
Great.
movies back to back, Michael and Phenomenon, like at the same time.
Yeah,
That was one.
and then
You say
bad
Michael
things happened to him.
He got super fucking smart, and then he died.
Oh, in the
Spoiler.
movie. In the
Well, yeah,
movie.
because
still
it turned
around.
out
I
it
thought
was
you were gonna say. I thought you
It
were
was
gonna say he
fucking-
got super fucking
He was like
fat.
20
Yeah,
years
because
old.
he did.
Yeah, he
I don't.
couldn't somehow got
It
super
was like-
smart, couldn't fix
It
himself.
was like his career resurrected with Pulp Fiction, and then he was in a string of like mediocre movies right after. It was in that iteration of like resurrecting his career.
But Grease and Saturday Night Fever, that is some hot John Travolta moments. For
But
sure.
then Wild Hogs happened and he jumped
I
off
mean,
that
then
again.
it happened.
Yeah.
25 years later, he did Wild Hogs. I don't know. I'm sorry. You listen. He was like okay before you got here, and now you've just shut him down, which is good. He needs to learn.
He didn't even take the sticker off of his fucking mug.
Well, that's because I started to, but it had like the glue stickiness on it. It wasn't a clean peel, and I
No
can't pull it
excuse.
off if you have like the gunky glue on the bottom of it. I don't know if this is like a new thing or a new piece of literature that's been posted, but people have been bombarding me like over the last month with some little diagram of Diet Coke, and it's like at 10 minutes, this is what it does to your body. At 20 minutes, it does this, and everyone's like, "Tell Ryan, like he's gonna die," and it's some little like infograph that's basically like Diet Coke is death, and it like explains to you how your body.
I would
basically,
argue
like, takes
that I
its
am
poison.
proof that it is not.
Until you die, you are living proof. Until the day you just drop dead, and you just like fucking seize up like poison through your veins.
Yeah,
I
no.
imagine like a Bane-like scenario, you know, where he's like,
Oh,
"What was that? What was that spilling? Did you spill it everywhere?"
Yeah.
You realize that doesn't go to like some magical place, right? All the beer that's poured all over that thing soaks through it and soaks into
like
the wood.
second drink.
I don't know how many fucking lift it up. It's just a pile of liquid under it, and it's actually stained the fucking bar. The bar's white where the beer foam sits for days and weeks on end. So Lindsay's just like, "I'll just leave it running." I just hear
I think Marcus can take care of it. He's got some other.
Marcus
ahead of
can
him.
take care of it like you take care of a sick dog at the farm. Okay, he's like, "I'll go fix him. Come here."
You mean you take it to the vet like Gus?
Well, I mean, I wish he would.
It goes to another farm where it plays with a bunch of other dogs. What are you talking about?
That's a fucking funny thing too. Gus came by right before we started the podcast. He strolls up. First of all, I think he gave Andy a look like, "What the fuck are you doing?" here?" Which I
I've been getting that look a lot
could
lately.
I get
feel
that,
it.
I get that.
can feel it. You get it, and you're giving it.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he goes, "I had a dream." I think he said it was last night or recently. It's like, "I had a dream that I was on off topic, but it wasn't this set. It was like a sofa setup, and you guys were all sitting in a row." So I imagine kind of like RTX Australia, where we did like the stage thing with all the couches, but we turned them towards each other, but it wasn't that way. So we were all
give up, man.
sitting in a line. What are you doing?
I'm telling him to just give up. I'm not gonna sit still. All right?
Oh,
I'm gonna be
that's fine.
everywhere.
He's so feisty, man.
Dude, they've
Where's the
adjusted the
frame?
camera like 7
So
times.
just let him
He
do
can't
it.
control me.
He's all hopped
Let
up
him
on Diet
do
Coke.
it. You don't gotta do nothing.
I'm like 10 minutes in.
Just
Here's
let
my
him,
secret.
You're not 10 minutes in.
never-
What
I'm
are you
never
talking
more
about?
than
The
5
tuber's
minutes
flexing
out.
right
Yeah,
now.
just let him adjust the fucking camera.
Stram!
Oh, God. So Gus says, I had a dream I was on the podcast, and you guys were all sitting in a row. So I laid across all of you just to be funny, and I was in like all your laps. So that's how we were doing the podcast. And then Ryan punched me in the dick. So I don't know what that means.
Where's
That's what
this
he
aggression coming from? I'm a nice guy. I never punched
Yeah,
anybody
I'm
in
a
the
nice
dick.
guy. Ah, I'm a nice guy.
I never punched anybody in the dick.
In his
You-
dream, you did.
In
You-
game,
you
have.
cock knocked
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny. In
And that's totally
dreams,
cool.
I
That's
tend to
fine.
be a very mean person, though.
Oh,
like
weird.
every
So
time
it's
I've
like
been
your true
related a dream.
personality.
What kind of dreams do you have?
I
Do
mean,
you have,
I have no dreams. No, I
No, okay.
Just like
the
a
sweet
fucking-
slumber
just like a
of the
sociopath.
overcaffeinated. Yeah.
Ryan Haywood. I have
Ryan,
to-
he-
Wait, is that a sociopath
He
thing?
stands up, he goes into the corner, his eyes closed, and then he opens his eyes, and it's the morning.
No.
Yeah, he powers down for the night.
No, I imagine his dreams are like Dwight playing Second Life, where he just lifts into the air and then controls whatever's going around.
He made a second game in Second Life. It's second life.
Oh Lord.
No, last night it was just try not to vomit in the toilet.
Well, it was only you.
Are you sick? Are you pregnant?
Oh, he did say he got a
probably.
splash of food
Congratulations.
poisoning.
I don't know
From
what
what?
it was. We had some shrimp and clam linguine. It was
Yeah.
good.
That'll
It
do
was
it.
really good.
Where from?
Well, we'll say the name of the place. You know, I don't know. I can't. I'm not. I'm
It's
not
not
sure that was the cause. I don't want to out the
Might have
place.
been all the Diet
Was
Coke
that
in your
a chain?
bowels.
No, it's an Austin place.
Oh, what place?
Nice.
I'm sure you didn't get it from them. You
Yeah.
said it was delicious.
Oh, it was quite good. It was a place called.
gotta
They have
do
like 2 restaurants here in Austin. It's called the Grove.
Oh, the Grove. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You heard of it?
You never
I've
go
heard
there
of it.
again?
No.
No, I would never go there.
Yeah.
The amount of food poisoning stories I've heard about the Grove.
It's funny because Ryan mentioned that and then reminded me that we have, thank you very much, to the fan. Appreciate the effort. But fans sent us in a bag of beef jerky recently. Like literally a Ziploc bag
Of homemade beef jerky.
with just beef jerky in it.
Smelled delicious.
Smelled delicious, but all the ingredients were like super obvious delicious ingredients like sriracha sauce and onions and like all kinds of just delicious shit. And it smelled like that.
No Diet Coke though.
No Diet Coke, but we were like,
That's the next batch.
Tenderizer.
we don't just eat food that someone made and sent in because it's just not how I want to die.
Andy will.
We all kind of discussed it. Nobody would do it. Even little Jay, who's like the resident, I'll just eat shit with no
Yeah.
regard for my own safety at this point. He couldn't do it. And he's like, I'm about to get married. I really shouldn't die right before my wedding.
be unfortunate.
Fucking Andy comes in like yesterday, and I explained the whole thing to him, and he goes, I'll eat it.
How
So he
was
went
it?
for
I
it.
had 3 pieces. It was really good.
And he's still
I'm
kicking.
still here.
So I was just like,
So if anyone wants a piece of jerky,
yeah.
For now.
I'm still alive.
It's good, and it's already he's kind of proved his usefulness though in that regard. Like, here, eat this.
He's like a jester.
very similar.
I'll take
He's the king's food taster.
Very
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
I'm honored to be.
Dance, jester. Dance
Also-
and eat the jerky. Yes, I am amused.
Total side note, but I'm turning into you, Jeff, as far as like interactions with
Don't do it.
animals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I-
please don't do it.
So you
Well-
killed
Don't be
several?
Jeff in any way. I don't
told
want
me
our
you're
fucking
unattracted
child to
to this
hate
man.
us because of what we've taught them. By the way, saw Griffin stream, fantastic. I'm glad Millie's a Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff.
So I didn't mean to sidetrack you. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
please.
gonna get a CD.
Motherfuckers.
It was like probably 3 weeks ago now. I was driving to come to work, and this pigeon flew in front of my car. And it was one of those moments where I was like, I have to keep going. I have to kill you. I'm sorry. And it slow mode, and it kind of flapped like this and looked at me like, why? Why would you kill
Was it
me?
like I just escaped a John Woo film?
Exactly. No, please. But yeah, I killed it. I was like, this sucks.
I dodged all the bullets.
I'm going to be in the American Beauty sequel.
Did it do the cartoon thing where it just exploded into a cloud of feathers?
No, it was one of those where it kind of hit and rolled. It was
Oh.
like, like above me. I was like, oh shit, like this sucks. I had to kill something today.
It probably flew away.
It might have been fine.
But since then, almost every single day, either coming to work or going home, a bird lands in front of my car almost immediately, like, as I'm coming up to it, this close away.
Well,
I'm
yeah, I
like, fuck,
mean-
it has a death wish.
No, they're coming for vengeance.
They know.
I mean, you set them on a path whereby only one of you can continue to exist: the pigeon or you.
It's always gonna be me. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm in my Ford Edge.
Well, look, they'll team up.
Fucking name drop.
Today it's one
That's
pigeon.
right.
Thanks,
Tomorrow
Ford.
it'll be 2.
If you want to send us at 2017, you know where to find us.
Either way, though.
Is that how it
2017
works?
Ford calendar. would be
Hey,
awesome.
NVIDIA, graphics cards are great.
That's probably
you very
way
much.
more
You know who'll
likely to
say
happen
nice things about graphics cards?
than a Ford Edge.
Hey, free mansion.
Freemansion.com.
Mansion.com.
Jeff, I don't want to kill anymore.
then you're not Jeff yet.
It's not a choice.
wait.
Jeff never makes the choice to kill.
I don't either.
I
have
think
to.
he just leaves out those details.
He's like Bruce Willis in a Die Hard movie. The killing just comes to him. It has to be done.
Is that kind of like Nathan Drake?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he
exactly.
kills thousands of people, but when you get to the cutscene and he's gonna shoot someone, he's like, "Don't make me shoot you."
Yeah, no,
Like
that's
that pile and piles and piles of dead people.
Right. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thousands of
I looked at my
faceless mercenaries that I've wiped off the face of the earth.
I was looking for my keys in my pocket and I pulled out my conscience and I was like, oh right, this. Don't make me do it.
Yeah, I got that going on. I'd further update, by the way, I just saw Gus in the kitchen when I was getting this, and I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was like chatting with animation. He's like, he was on the upper part of the kitchen, and he goes, "Let's do it!" Right as he was walking down, he jumped off the top step and clicked his heels like that. I just saw him do it.
Are you serious? Did that really happen?
100%. He went, "Let's do it!" And he like jumped and clicked his
Because
heels.
I would
And
never have thought Gus could do that.
Gray was there, and they seemed to like impressed that he even had the physical capabilities to do so.
Parkour.
Yeah, it was very parkour.
It's a skin snatcher. That's
I think if what it was, he was just like, "I'm so glad Ryan didn't really punch my dick," and then he just like clicked his heels.
What was it he busted in the other day about off topic? Didn't he bust in the door
Oh,
with
he
something?
came in
Oh,
and said
he
there was
loved-
no point in making the RT podcast anymore because it could never top the last week's off topic.
And beautiful compliment, but I agree. Even with this podcast, like this sucks. We'll never beat last week. We'll never beat it. Longest episode ever.
Ashley getting drunk.
Ashley getting drunk.
Drank a bowl of liquor.
I'm not drunk.
Prom had the fucking
Had a
prom.
prom.
By the way, too,
Prom,
can I
yeah.
say so that as I briefly kind of mentioned it, I like just told the actual story, but the setup was exactly as I explained. You know, I'm like, let's bring her to prom, and then I did nothing. Right, like I did absolutely nothing.
Give me your key card, buddy.
Whoa, yeah, fucking run your pockets, son.
Got
Live
your
action
too.
did all the work of like getting her here and planning the whole thing and scheduling it and getting her a hotel, and then live action combined with broadcast did the whole set. That was my idea. Like, let's just punch in on me, do the set, decorate it, see how it looks. It fucking looked fantastic. Like that looked great. That
looked
cut
very well,
like
yeah.
to the wide looked fantastic. So
It was awesome.
Just want to give kudos to
live
all of
action-
live action and broadcast for the fantastic set. I did nothing.
Turns out,
Even made the punch they did.
Right.
strange twist of fate. Other departments in Rooster Teeth pretty good at what they do. Yeah, broadcast and live action. I'm
Especially-
not crazy about animation yet, but you know,
Especially heads up.
No, they're good. They're good people.
they're fucking
Oh, yeah, I
sure.
like those people.
We can call them people,
Well, all right.
like human entities attached to computers that are not allowed to leave. Animate.
The computers are our future, Jeff. You gotta, they're just on the
need
next
my
level
citizenship.
already.
They actually like plug in the USB to the computer and
Yeah.
then in the back of their fucking head.
It charges them.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
it's,
"Look, can you let me go? I gotta go to the bathroom."
Gray just stands above them on the second floor in a fucking glass window with a steam whistle.
Gray to animation is like he's like Harrison Ford in fucking Ender's Game. He just looks through the window and he goes, "He's perfect. They're perfect." Yeah, and he just walks back and forth like he's just gonna like grab one and do something to him at any given time. Like Harrison Ford looked like he was gonna do to that kid. In
He's
that
giving some
movie.
very creepy vibes.
He was like,
I didn't see that movie
but you
wouldn't.
bitched about it
partially
because you read the book.
because it's one of the best books I've ever read.
yeah, I wouldn't watch the movie. It was not good.
Dude, it was really good. I never read the book, and it was really entertaining.
It's,
There was space.
There was space.
There was a kid named Ender.
Was it
There
racist
was
at all?
There was Bean.
Was it
Is the
racist
movie
at all?
is the book racist?
The book's a little racist.
No,
If you go
not
back and
really.
reread it.
Dude, it's the future. There's no such thing as racism in the future.
Not really.
Why? Just because your main character is a white male? Or?
No, just go back and reread it.
All right.
Do you read Ender's Game in 2 sittings? Go back
Yeah,
and
no,
reread
you
it.
can.
First 100 pages, you'll be like,
I mean,
oh.
I know Orson Scott Card has really turned out to be kind of like a.
Wasn't there also
like,
like
whoa.
tons of like religious shit in there too?
I don't
Not
remember
so
that.
bad
I don't
in
remember.
Ender's
I
Game.
don't,
That's what I heard about
that-
the movie. When
that
it came
part
out.
didn't stick with me the first time I read it. I guess
No.
I conveniently forgot. It's like reading like Heart of Darkness. You're like, this is one of the best written books ever. Mostly.
It's
probably-
because every antagonist happens to be non-white. Is that what you're getting at?
It's also is it similar to rewatching the good old fun times of what was it, Monster Squad?
Oh yeah.
what it was?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
You're like,
Monster
this is
Squad?
great. It's just fun
Yeah.
for all ages.
And it's just
And
like
then you watch
every
the first 20
fucking
minutes
word
and they
is
say
like,
like the
Yeah.
F word like a
Yes.
million
Oh,
times. The bad
yeah.
F word.
I
not
watched
the
it for
good one.
Halloween too.
Not
We had the
fuck.
same experience in like a week
I
span.
said it with Millie. I'm like, you're gonna love this movie, Millie. I loved it when I was a kid. I saw it in the theater, blah blah blah. And then it's like, I'm like, pause. All right, all right. So this was a different time.
Yeah.
Like it was
Okay.
culturally sort of accepted because nobody knew that they shouldn't say stuff like that, or they did, but nobody cared. Like, and you like, then you realize you've been talking, and Millie's just like, all right, I get it. Just can we watch the fucking movie?
Like, all right.
And I'm like, and then like 2 seconds later, you're like, all right, no, we have to pause again. All right,
I
once
was
again,
tweeting
that's not. We don't say that to other people. That's not a,
This is inside.
Permission to speak?
Granted.
Is it one of those like PG movies? Like
Yes,
back-
it was
yes.
PG. Okay.
Yes.
Like when they had, boobies in Airplane, which was a PG movie.
Yes.
Basically.
Like
yeah.
Star Wars and Airplane have the same rating.
Yeah. I was making a series of Halloween tweets being like, hey, follow along with me. And I tweeted that. And I was like, maybe don't watch Monster Squad with me.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Just like skip the beginning. Go to the
The
monster.
real monsters were the kids and their goddamn homophobia.
So true.
Dude, remember how it just cut through the air when that turkey threw out that homophobic slur and Thanksgiving?
That was terrible too.
It was like, ugh, this movie was made like 2 years ago.
There was a turkey rape
3?
scene. Like,
That's
we can say it,
fine.
but that's accurate. It's what happened. It was
Yeah,
like,
but
whoa.
that's bad. That should be bad. That's always been bad. No one looks back at an old film and it's like, remember he used to just rape all the time. It was just really funny. Culture sure has
Was
changed
it,
a lot.
no, what was it? Revenge of the Nerds, where he switches out with someone who's having sex with a girl, and she's like, "Oh."
But she's
really?
into it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the thing.
She was into it,
She
yeah.
thought
You're inside of me.
she thought she was fucking Al Bundy's neighbor,
Yes.
the second guy. I can't remember his name.
Steve?
No, Steve was the first one, wasn't it? Oh no,
Well, they're-
Steve.
Ted.
Weren't they both Steve?
Ted Gidley?
No. They were
No.
different. They
Ted
were
Bundy.
different. They were
Or
different.
Steve was the
people.
guy with the black
I know.
hair.
Yeah. Steve
Yeah.
was the first guy. I think it was Ted.
And
Yeah,
then
right.
the second
Ted
was
Bundy?
Eye Candy.
Not Ted
Ted
Bundy.
Gidley is the actor's name.
I don't fucking know. The second guy.
Yeah.
The guy that was way better
Right,
than the
Yeah,
first guy.
he was way better.
He was more like charismatic and like
Yeah.
he got into shenanigans with
He was
Al.
like, kind of had that schmarmy thing.
Yeah.
going on. It
Yeah,
was good.
so that was the dude. That
a
was
real
like
piece
the
of
main
shit.
piece of shit dickhead in Nerds.
Yeah.
And then he was like banging that hot chick.
Oh, yeah.
And then fucking the main nerd, he like puts on the same costume and then he bangs the chick while she thinks it's that dude.
Oh.
But then in the middle of banging, she finds out it's the nerd.
But she's
and is
cool
like,
with it.
oh, whatever, sure.
She's like, I like nerd dick. That's fine.
And she was like,
Get on in
fooled you with my dick.
there. This dick is smart.
Yep. Also,
Rape.
isn't that the same movie where they're like, let's just bust in and install all these surveillance cameras
Yeah.
and watch them naked.
Well, that was the
and
best
there's
part
like
about-
a 10-year-old kid there.
That was the best part of that Always Sunny episode this season. It's like you're revisiting all the ski movies, and it's like
Yeah.
everything that they did, everything that we thought was funny in the 80s is sexual assault.
Yeah, it was like in
Correct.
Sunny, he's like, let's party! And he turns around and rips the bras off the girls behind them and their titties are out. And fucking D's like, oh no, you can't. Oh, they're into it, I guess. Dude, he's like, I'm gonna get and he's like, everyone take your tits out. And everyone takes their tits out. And D just goes, I'm gonna leave mine in for now. I'm just gonna leave them in. Dad, dude, those were the days.
Is that really what it was like back then? I mean,
In
maybe
movies,
this is
that's
an
what it was
accurate.
like.
Maybe that's an accurate depiction of
Absolutely
the
what it
age.
was like.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's what
we
it was
just
like if
didn't-
you were John Cusack from 1980
Sure.
to 1986.
Ryan,
Yeah.
I was 1 in the 80s, so you tell me.
I mean,
Okay.
I was less than 10.
You actually weren't 1 in the 80s. You
Yeah.
were born, you turned 1
Yeah, fair
in
enough, I guess.
1990. So you weren't
All of the
1.
months leading up.
Yeah.
You almost hit that
Practically
1
1.
year. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not split hairs
I was
here.
very
What did you say?
mature for my
What was
age.
that?
Clear my throat.
You clear your throat? Okay. What I like to do with him, which is funny because he
This
actually...
motherfucker's quiet.
Yeah, I know. He was fine before you got here, and then you just crushed him into submission.
Yeah.
I'm coming back up though.
Well,
We'll
I
see
make
what
claims
happens.
like that.
Yeah.
What I like to do with
Fly
him, which is
low,
the thing that
Andy.
he fucking started. Have you seen the new Planet of the Apes movies?
nah.
In the first one,
I'm such a fan of the originals that I couldn't bring myself to watch
they
those.
start. They're pretty good.
You don't like
They
James
probably
Franco?
don't
I hear they're
live
alright.
up to
You don't,
him
you
at
don't think
all,
like
but
Marky
they're
Mark
pretty
can really carry the Planet 8? Or you're
that's-
talking about the
good. The new one.
No, the
the
styles.
new
The
ones?
new.
Well,
The last
I'm
two.
a
The last
fan
two.
of.
Yeah.
Not the Tim Burton.
Speaking of people that you don't necessarily want to emulate in your life, but I'm a huge fan of the Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes movies.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those
But-
are
I've
thin.
seen your
That's the one with the Statue of Liberty in the sand, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Andy. Fuck's sake.
Dude, I think
Christ.
I think we should bring back screenplay with this
It's
guy.
a man.
How do you feel about the new Star Trek movies, Jeff? Do you hate those as well? I don't know if you're a fan of
I
the old Star
thought.
Trek.
They're Star Wars.
I mean,
Hi, Greg.
Yeah.
I thought
Similar style.
the first one was
Gotcha. Oh, no, it's
pretty
yeah,
good.
So, okay.
Second one was.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I like that
He's,
motion tracker.
Oh.
Track shot.
I was afraid he was gonna crack the whip on us.
Yeah. He was thinking about it. If you opened your
Like, I
mouth
don't-
while he was walking by, he would have.
I would have been like, I don't animate. And he's like,
He was
you do
like-
now.
Plug your ass in. He's fucking plug you in. You just get up and leave.
We need more body heat to power the computers.
Yeah. I don't know what 3D Studio Max is.
This is
I
where,
don't
like-
want to hear excuses.
Yeah, this is
There's
where
just
I-
a
I want
battery
10
to
frames
me.
before you go to the
If I
bathroom.
were
Jeff gets
like
on a human
Ryan,
hamster wheel and
yeah,
starts
I'd
going.
throw out a bunch of animating terms, but I don't know any. So
That was,
Rig-
3DS
rigging.
was a good one.
That was
yeah,
the only
Rigging
one.
and
Yeah.
I
Monster.
know, but he knows way more.
Yeah.
He's like hardcore nerd.
You get that play
No,
blast.
it just went to school for it.
Poser
I
Maya.
know, so you know all
No,
the
don't
stuff.
say poser.
Poser Maya.
No, Maya. Don't say poser.
Poser Maya.
Poser.
Don't
Same
no,
thing.
no poser. It's not. That's.
I remember when Ryan started, and he's like, I love Poser. This is great.
It's not
Yeah.
how that works.
Every time he would like,
poser
we're
is
like, Ryan, you're hired for Achievement Hunter. He's
It's
like,
like
great,
what
I'm
you
going to work in animation.
wipe
And
your
you
ass
were,
with
you
if
were
you're
like,
an animator.
huh?
It's-
You were really confused.
It's if you want to make porn, you poser. That's
So that's you're
Alright.
reinforcing the Poser statement there. Who
Like,
doesn't
I like
want
where
to
this
make
is
porn?
going.
it's got a.
Have you seen the
got
VR
a-
porn?
got
Why
a
don't we
boob
have that
slider.
yet? I see everybody online talking about that,
Poser
but we don't
does.
have it in the office. Where is it? Why
I
don't
don't know.
we
It's a
have it
great
yet?
question. Why don't we?
Why haven't we done a VR porn game yet?
I
don't know.
Or just
That's a
like
good question.
Is that something you want to do?
We need an Achievement Hunter porn.
No,
parody
it's
at this
not.
point. Like a Jersey Shore porn.
What's the
parody.
point of VR if you're not gonna get the porn eventually?
Is this
You're
like,
there.
Is this 3D tits or real tits?
Hey, great
though?
sponsor
Real.
video.
Any
Real.
any of you guys watch
That ruins
Preacher
the
yet?
fun.
No.
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 That's at the AMC show.
You love Preacher though, but like the comics.
I'm a huge fan of the comic. Yeah. I've
But a lot of
read the
times
whole thing
you
like
don't
3
watch
times.
things you're a huge fan of because you're worried they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, but I had a good feeling about this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you already watched the first episode, right?
I did. I watched the pilot.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I'd just be
okay.
interested to see somebody else's take on it, especially somebody who has no concept of the comic,
I'll watch
who
it.
doesn't
Got
know
it.
the story. I
Got
just want
it.
to I
I'll
want to
give
hear
it a
somebody's
look.
fresh eyes.
Are you glad that I said I haven't seen it? Because if I was the only person who did see it at this table,
Well, that took way too long for you to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's half that sentence.
It's only part time, dude. You only gotta deal with him
Yeah.
part time. Like his
Part-time.
part time combined with your meetings, you'll barely see him.
Hey, I think you're great.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Then you get to a point though, if you're like Ryan, you can flub words and it's okay. You have to reach that point though.
It's not okay.
To get tenure.
It's never going to be okay.
got it.
That's like half of what Gavin says these
That's
days.
content,
It's
though.
just repeating words that I said wrong.
No. I say words.
Half of what Gavin says these days is, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm in another country."
Half
that's
no,
true.
no. Half of what Gavin says is silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, half of
Or
it is
someone else
I'm
sounds
leaving,
more.
and the
Yeah.
other half is silence.
Half of what he says is Trevor on his microphone filling in.
Right.
Or anybody, or Mika, or whoever.
True.
Yeah.
Right. So that Mika started last week.
Yeah, we talked about
I
it
think
last
she's done
week.
a,
Yeah,
did
I
a
know.
pretty good job so
Same.
far.
Straight.
That's
Done some
Stram.
We had a fantastic
streaming?
stream.
You almost said Stram.
Done some streaming.
You almost said
Listen,
Stram.
my boss is right here.
Fucking Strammin.
Stram can be in the lore. It just
The
can't
Stram
be in
can.
the
Look, here's the thing. I'm fine with if you don't want to call it Stram, fine. But let's not call it a live stream because why would we bother calling it a live stream? It's like, hey, you're watching a live. Right, it's in the title. I guess I was too dumb to realize that when I started watching it.
Well, why would one could say the same thing about a Let's Play?
Sure,
Let's call
I'm
it
pretty
Let's Play.
dumb.
It's
and I
a
would
Stram.
appreciate you
Stram's
saying
a
that.
brand. Stram's a brand we could have advanced.
Yes.
Still can. Okay.
Save the Stram.
Lindsay and I equated it
Save
to
the
this.
Stram.
Let's Play, when written in a sentence, is 2 words with an apostrophe. As
Yeah.
a graphic mark, it's 1 word with no apostrophe.
The more you know.
What does that have to do with Stramming?
You write stream, you say stram.
Yeah. So when people are like, yo, welcome to the Stram, but don't you fucking write it like that or I'll kill you.
We could have made our own thing. We could have trended. We could have been different.
True.
No.
Everyone's
You
just
wanna
like,
toe
Stram, what's
the
that? It's
corporate line.
different in the title, so I'll
Yeah,
click it.
they would click on it. They're like, these guys are
It's
idiots.
different.
Oh, they are idiots, but
we-
funny
They'd
idiots.
be like, fucking
Yeah.
Stram, stupid bullshit, clickbait, click.
Can we make
Exactly.
a
That's how it
Twitter-
works.
Let's make a Twitter
Are
poll.
you,
Do you like stream
biting
or
a
Stram?
dick or eating it or what? You had your
Jeez.
mouth open and you're
I have
doing
an
this.
invisible
So
shake
I was
weight. I'm
wondering
working
what
out.
was happening.
don't know.
Did you work out this morning?
No, and my wife is mad at me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But
Did she tell you not to again? Or
no,
did
no,
tell you
she
to
worked
and then
out.
you
She's
didn't?
like, "You're not getting out of bed, are you?" And I was like, "It does not appear that I. No, I'm not."
Didn't that happen the other
My
day?
kid's
though,
off
where-
school. I don't have to get up to take her to school. I'm fucking sleeping in.
Didn't you want to work out? And Griffin was like, no.
Yeah. So like it flipped. But she worked
the,
out.
But
and
the
I
difference
didn't.
is you didn't.
So I'm
yeah.
a piece of shit.
Yeah,
and,
right.
yeah.
She didn't want to work out, but you still went.
My
Or no, you
powers
didn't
of
go.
persuasion are not as good as hers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, apparently.
Because usually she's like, let's go.
Yeah,
then
I
you
think
go.
she might be giving up.
Oh,
A
yeah?
little bit
Yeah?
on me. In a lot of ways.
Jeff, you are knocking it out of the park, by the way, every week you show up here. You've got something new that you just want to talk about so the audience just feels bad for you. Jeff is just like the guy's broken.
It's not-
I fucking looked at you on that stream yesterday, and you looked like you wanted to end your life. You're just sitting there at your computer. And then my favorite part was when you finished the test with Millie. Before you even talk to her, under your breath, you go, fuck. Then you turn to Millie and go, what do you think you are? And she says Gryffindor. Then you turn to Griffin and go, what do you think she is? And she goes, Gryffindor. And you go, that's why I'm sad. And you close the laptop and just leave the frame.
Did Griffin take the test or no?
I was waiting
Yeah.
for a
What's
gunshot
she-
to go off.
So you actually watched it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Yeah.
That shit happens. Those things happen in my house, and I'm not, like, literally, I'll be in the kitchen doing something, and I'll turn around, I'll get, like, a weird feeling, I'll turn around, and Griffin's just like this. And I'm like, are you fucking periscoping right now?
Yeah.
And she's like,
was that a Periscope she did?
that one
It
was
like
a
an hour.
that one was you now.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be like, are you fucking periscoping right now? Really? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna periscope you taking a shit
Dude,
one
you're
day.
always great.
I don't want to be in it.
Remember when you? Well, I mean, but you were in it for like 40 minutes.
Because they sat next. I was already sitting there on the couch doing shit. I was answering emails.
You have a house, man. Go to another room.
Go follow me.
Griffin was doing this stream with Millie next to her, and you're in the background the whole time, just like slowly dying.
What house
on
is
your
Griffin in?
computer.
What do you think?
Griffin.
Paul.
Door? Is it Gryffindor?
She's Gryffindor.
Damn, dude.
Thought
Look,
she would
that
do
reminds me-
Gryffindors
Slytherin
need a
house,
Hufflepuff behind them
whatever.
to keep them
Yeah.
all like comforted.
Dude, you get to
Heroic.
fucking be
Griffin
in the
is
same
cunning
house
and
as
driven,
Jack.
though.
See how excited he was about it? He
And
was all like,
Caleb.
we're Hufflepuffs together. Is Caleb a puff?
Yeah, Caleb's a puff.
Dude, you
That's
get
the real,
Fuck yeah.
honest to God, fucking soul killer.
Good for you.
Jack, I mean, like Jack, he's like a teddy bear, and you love him, and I've known him forever, and it's like not the but Caleb.
You've also known him forever.
I have all the more. Caleb,
Not a teddy bear.
Caleb could be
Oh.
the Cedric that you never met before.
Caleb
or
is
knew
not
existed.
Cedric in any
don't
way.
know.
I do know. I've met him.
What if
He is not.
What if he touches a frisbee at a tournament and it turns out to transport him to where
Yeah,
he's
if
gonna
it turns
die?
out it's
Yeah.
a fucking.
It's a pork
You know, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking. It's not like a bit with him. He's really who he is. Fucking, I went to his. He's a
He's really
professional.
him.
Really who
Yeah,
he is.
it's not. He's not putting it on.
Not a
I went to
hologram.
a fucking professional frisbee throw show
Ultimate.
that he did.
Uh-huh,
Ultimate.
sure.
There you go.
Flat ball.
Well,
Frisbee throw show. And
disc throw.
he invited me to go see him perform, and I was like, yeah, all right. And so I took the family, and we went last Saturday. I had to pay $10 fucking a person to get in
Dude.
to a high school.
Cash money.
And we went, and we did. And to be fair to Caleb, he did very, very well. He was probably the best player on on both teams. He scored all the points, not all the points, but he scored a large percentage of the points. And was like a frisbee superstar. He was like
Right.
the LeBron James of who gives a fuck.
Right, just
But-
crush those 16-year-olds.
Yeah, but every time he scores, they play music, and the
Right, you
team
mentioned
gets
this,
to
yeah.
pick, like the players get to pick their music. Every time this little prick scores, which was a lot, they play like, "Do you wanna build a snowman?"
no.
or "Let It Go."
How does
Every
that-
song was from Frozen.
How does that
He
tie
had,
into
like-
frisbee?
That's his thing.
got a hard on for
and
those
when
guys.
like he scores, he wants people to hear the Frozen songs.
I will say the movie's fucking terrible, but the songs are pretty good.
So
The music is fine, and I love Idina Menzel, even though we had that all interesting moment with her and John.
Bitch
Travolta.
can't sing in the snow.
Exactly.
you mean it didn't image?
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Got her.
Music's fantastic. I totally agree. Plot-wise, I don't
Oh,
get
the
it.
movie's a
I don't
turd.
get it. I'm
It's a
with
turd.
Jeff.
It's a piece of
Especially
shit.
No,
It
it's
sucks.
awful.
With the
It's
ultra-
really, really awful.
the ultra-feminist argument, too. Like, yeah, cool. Elsa doesn't go with a dude. But Anna, at the end of the movie, is just like, oh, another guy? I'll just follow you. And
It
Jeff-
just sucks.
You want to see
not a
a
good
cool?
animated movie.
You want to see a cool like feminist movie for little girls? that
Mulan.
have, like, Mulan or Brave. Those are great fucking movies.
Brave's pretty good.
Force
yeah.
Awakens as well.
There you go.
Yeah, Force Awakens. Absolutely. Thank you, Andy.
At least
You're
in
welcome.
Force Awakens, she doesn't have to
You're
pretend to be a
getting
man
it.
to accomplish something.
No, I think Kylo Ren is the
That's
feminist
true.
in that
Yeah.
movie.
Force Awakens is
still-
like it's okay to be a woman or black. It's fine.
Yeah, that's even better
Like,
though,
thank
because
you.
she pretends to be a man, and it's like we gotta be like this guy right here, and she's like, "Wah, fuck
Yeah.
you! You gotta
And
be
then
like
at the
this
end,
girl,
they're all
bitch."
like, "We gotta dress up like girls."
Yeah,
It's true.
dude, it's like it's great because Donny Osmond's like, "I'll make a man out of you." It's like, no, bitch, you'll make a woman out of all of these soldiers.
I
True.
like
Because
in
that bitch got the arrow like a badass.
True. I like that in the prom episode of Off Topic too. They say start singing Moulin Rouge, and Ryan starts singing
Mulan, yeah.
Yeah.
All I heard was the first part. I don't know. I
enough.
can't remember any songs
It's
from Moulin
romantic.
Rouge. I've never watched.
Let's get
You've never seen
down
it?
to business.
You would like it
To
because it's a
defeat
musical.
The Huns.
You say that Michael hates musicals, and he liked Moulin Rouge, or at least you're not like a huge musical fan. Aside from
I
High School
hate
Musical
musicals.
itself. Yeah.
I
Well, it's
hate-
all like
I
pop
hate
songs,
crap.
right?
There's one thing I know about Michael. It's his intrinsic hate of musicals.
Correct.
That's true.
Constantly.
Is that true?
Aside from High
The
School
one
Musical.
defining
High School
thing I know.
Musical. I fucking watched Moulin Rouge with you. I watched.
Guys and Dolls.
I didn't watch Guys and
Oklahoma.
Dolls. What's
That
the
is
other one?
incorrect.
What's the one with John Travolta when he's a woman?
Oh, Hairspray.
Hairspray?
I watched
Yeah.
Hairspray.
But you didn't like it.
Like
right?
Hairspray?
Hairspray's great.
What the hell are you talking about?
It seemed like you're kind of
Amanda Bynes wasn't fucking insane
That is
yet.
correct.
She's just like, look,
That
I'm
is
normal and I'm a
Poor
human
Amanda
being.
Bynes.
She had a longer run than most celebrities her age, though.
She did, yeah.
She did pretty well. and
She
then-
usually they start going nuts and apeshit when they're kids,
Yeah.
like teenagers.
Yeah.
She
Now
waited
she-
till she was like almost 30, and
she
then
like
was
put her
like,
tits out on Twitter, and then
Is she almost 30?
yeah, she's got to
gotta
be
be.
my
Older than
age.
me.
My age.
yeah.
She's probably like exactly my age, I would guess, like 27 to 29, would be my guess.
Did Danny Tamborelli go crazy, or is he just like chilling?
I don't know. I mean, he was in
was in
GTA
GTA,
5.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
he seems okay.
He was okay in that.
All right.
He was on the comedy button. That's a podcast. It's not this one though, but he was on it. That's
Good
it.
podcast.
Hey, let me do this ad read right now. Jeff, did you know, as a chef, as you are, you like to cook things, not all ingredients are created equal. Fresh, high-quality ingredients taste better and are better for you, so it's important to know where your food comes from. Blue Apron knows that when you cook with incredible ingredients, you make incredible meals, so they set the highest quality standards for their community of artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries, and ranchers. Whether it's Japanese ramen noodles, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or heirloom tomatoes, Blue Apron is bringing you the best. For less than $10 a meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. With Blue Apron, you can customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. Each meal comes with a step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe card and pre-portioned ingredients and can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. Fuck, 40 minutes or less. They're really going to be pissed about this. Check out this week's menu and get your 2 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/offtopic. You will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait! Exclamation point. That's blueapron.com/offtopic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. And then there's just 4 hashtags at the bottom under that.
Stop eating fast food, you moron. Cook a meal.
Delivered to your very own house. It is nice because
It opens a world of culinary possibilities.
It really does.
I'm
Because
a
like
terrible cook, and I'm able to do stuff like
It's
that
true.
with Blue Apron.
Hey,
What
thanks
I-
for the eggs, though, this morning.
Yeah, no problem.
they weren't great.
Well, you were 15 minutes late when you ate
They
them.
were way more than that, and they were pretty dry. But she didn't use Blue Apron was the problem.
It's true.
It's great because I like cooking shit, and usually it's just like pasta, spaghetti, whatever. There's always stuff you can add in, like little ingredients and shit like that, but I never have them, and I'm too lazy to go to the store to get them. But you order Blue Apron, it's like, we'll give you a little bit of garlic, we'll give you like all the good shit that you want, like that it just kicks it up a notch. But it's like 12 notches. Yeah, you're bamming left and right. So I enjoy it.
How's
you should try
Emerald
it.
doing, do you think?
Damn.
Well, no, he's probably using Blue
Emerald?
Apron.
He's hanging out
He's
with
doing
Danny
all right.
Tamborelli.
He's on the. I don't know if
Is
you
it
guys.
GTA 5?
You guys watched the latest season of Top Chef, but he's been
Probably
like guest
some-
judging.
These fuckers watch that shit
Yes.
like
He's
crazy.
been guest judging quite a bit.
Have
He's
you
still kind of
watched-
pudgy.
The man enjoys food.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good.
Are
You
you
want
only
a
cooking
heavier
shows?
chef. You don't
Yeah.
want a skinny
Yeah.
chef.
I'll watch anything.
You like baking shows as well.
That Bobby Flay,
Yeah.
his food looks good, but he's super thin. Like, how much does he eat?
How good could it be, right? If he's so fucking skinny.
You know?
He's
I saw him
attractive,
at
man.
a Knicks game not too long ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like in person?
Yeah.
Or you were watching and you saw him?
No, I was like,
Was he
I saw
wearing
him
the
in
white
person.
coat and
He
everything?
was wearing
Yes,
his
yeah.
chef suit. Yeah.
He had his
He
spatula
ran
with
out.
him.
He ran out during commercial breaks and would like whip up.
What
the
show was
spot
he
show.
on? Because he was like a winner, right?
Top-
Of something?
He was on Iron.
how he got
he
famous.
got.
Iron Chef,
Well,
yeah.
he's
His
famous because he's a
first
famous.
television
He's a world famous
appearance
chef.
was-
Well,
He's
I
a
said-
Michelin-starred chef, but he first came to prominence on Iron Chef America.
Right, I'm saying nobody knew him before that, right?
Well, I mean,
Like
in the entertainment world,
the
yeah. In
industry.
the chefing world,
Gotcha.
in the culinary world, he's very well.
Gotcha.
Correct me if I'm
Gotcha.
wrong, did he challenge the Japanese Iron Chef at the time?
Morimoto?
At the time, too. Yes. And then was like, oh shit, this American Bobby Flay came over and like faced us, and now he has his own American
Oh,
chef.
wow.
I
talking
don't
about?
know.
I'm unfamiliar
Okay.
Who
with it,
hosts
yeah.
Someone told me
the...
Faced us.
What is the fucking show with the like Japanese guy? Which one is that?
You mean
That's-
Morimoto?
that's
Iron Chef.
Iron Chef. Well, there's
Yeah.
like American Iron Chef.
Yeah.
There's Iron Chef
there's-
America and then Iron Chef.
So like Iron Chef America, that dude's related to the other dude, right?
It's his uncle.
The
Yes.
Japanese
And
guy.
that's what
Yeah,
he said.
they
They
were-
don't,
Yeah.
they're not both running, right?
No.
Oh.
Original OG
No.
Iron Chef
Right.
is done.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy who hosts America is the original guy's
Yes.
nephew.
That's why he
That's
says, in the
cool.
words of my uncle.
Also-
then-
And for a while, it
was
was
in Wing
for a
Commander
while
4.
the host was William Shatner, and then now I think it's Alton Brown.
Really?
Yeah.
Was William
Why
Shatner
the
really on
fuck was it
William
William
Shatner?
Shatner?
Briefly, yeah, on Iron
Why?
Chef America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way back, like
Well,
when it started. Yeah.
I mean, that
Alton-
fuck can
Alright.
eat though.
It'd be pretty funny if it was Chris Pine.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
I
bizarre.
would love that.
Dude,
Are you
he's
kidding
so
me?
dreamy.
He is very dreamy.
Chris Pine,
I get the impression he's short.
I could see that.
most
Not,
of
not
them
Tom
are
Cruise
short.
short.
You know, it's
though.
funny you say that because I was listening to the
just
Untitled
measured him, actually.
Well, yeah, no, I just had my tape measure. No, the Untitled podcast, the Adam Savage podcast. he said how the very things like everybody in Hollywood short. No, those Zachary Quinto, Chris Pine, like that whole Star Trek crew, super tall, like 6'1".
SCV, good to go,
awesome
sir.
looking.
It's my favorite Star Trek.
How
line.
tall is Chris Pine?
Don't know.
Google.
I'll tell you what, though, fucking.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Rumor
I
has it
know
Rob
from-
McElhenney, pretty Michael Jones sized.
He was about your height, yeah.
I just gotta bulk up.
You got to tack on mass.
Tack
I
on some
gotta
nuts.
tack on mass, and then I need to cultivate.
I know I've asked
Or I
before.
need to stop
what's
cultivating and
matter?
start
What
harvesting.
do we-
What's up?
we got
Goodness.
So many fucking emails since I sat down.
Oh, well, that's fine. Well, you could have been answering the emails. To be fair, Jack did say when he wasn't doing the podcast, he's like, I can work on Let's Play Live stuff, which is
Yes.
why I was like, I'll give it to you.
I also
You're fucking
told-
better.
Not to step on.
I didn't say that.
Not to step on my boss's toes, but I also did tell Jack don't do anything else this week other than Let's Play Live.
I told Kent the same thing. He's helping edit.
Chris Pine is
Kent's great.
apparently 6 feet tall.
Nice.
Tom Hardy is only 5'9".
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
believe it.
Chris Pratt is 6'2".
They gave
Fuck.
him. They gave
He's a
him.
big
Chris
guy.
Evans
for,
is 6 foot
Dark
tall.
Knight Rises.
Chris Hemsworth
Chris Pratt is
6'3".
Chris Evans is 6 foot tall and 4 feet wide.
Damn.
That man is
correct.
fucking
Zachary Quinto is
insanely
5'2".
ripped.
Carl
Broad
Urban
in
is
the
6'1".
shoulder.
No,
Well,
that's
it's like-
Quinto.
Quinto's
How tall are
5'2".
you?
Me?
Yeah.
6'2".
Zachary
6 foot
Quinto's
flat?
5'2".
About
6'2",
6'2".
retard.
6'2".
Oh, 6'2".
I was like,
I heard 5'2". I was like,
what?
Whoa!
Fucking him and Kirk. He's like, damn it, Spock! What did I tell you?
Well, I stand corrected. He seems short in movies.
I'm sorry, Kirk.
You've been trained to
sorry.
expect that because
Pick me up and
Tom
talk to my
Cruise,
face.
like all those guys are short. Like the old school Hollywood hero guys are all
5'2".
diminutive.
How tall did I think Sir Ian McKellen was?
You're an idiot.
What, like 7
Jeff
foot?
was there for
No.
No.
It was fucking. What video were we doing? It was a Let's Watch. It was some kind of fear.
Wasn't it
I don't know if it was Layers of
Until
Fear.
Dawn?
Or it was Until Dawn or something. And we got off topic about whatever. And I mentioned Ian McKellen. And I go, yeah, fun fact, he's actually 4'5" or something like that. And as the words came out of my mouth, I'm like, that was stupid. That was too low. Because Lindsay was talking about something. We were talking about the Force perspective in Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, that's not believable at all. And she literally, as the words come out of my mouth, she goes, he is? And you and I just fucking look at each other. We didn't even say anything. We just looked at each other like, what?
I'm a very
And then it
trusting
never
person.
came up. And then later that night, Gavin and Meg were over. And she brought it back up again and told Gavin and Meg, like, dude, you know what I found out today? And Gavin just lost it. I was like,
Ian McKellen.
that wasn't real.
He's legally a small person.
Shorter than Danny DeVito.
I know. I literally said 4 foot something. And she's like, I never knew that.
Oh, she's not a great judge of height. She
I
thought
thought
I was
Andrew
a short
was a
person.
small
She did
person
think
too.
you were a little person.
Yeah. Can't say the M word.
I guess.
But
Little
yes,
person,
she
yes.
thought I
You
was
can't
a
say the
little
M word
person.
unless you go to midget wrestling because that's what they call it, and that's
Okay.
on all the
Yes.
banners and it's on all
She
the
thought
flyers.
I was that. Though.
They chose that phrasing.
I'm not gonna go and call it M word wrestling, okay? That's what they're billing it as. What do you want from me?
Have you ever been to M-Word Wrestling?
Yeah, we went like a few years ago.
took
There's a
Carrie.
fucking photo of Lindsay with like 8 little people, and she's going like this. She's like making like a thug pose, and there's 8 little people surrounding her. And I believe the caption along with the tweet was something like, Snow White don't got shit on me, or something like that.
Yes.
Griffin and I were in.
It was ridiculous.
Griffin and I were in Alabama for Christmas one year with my family, and we were driving down the highway, and there was a strip club, and I always thought, like, how sad must a strip club in Alabama be?
Right.
Growing up there, I never went in one. Luckily I escaped before I had to, but there was like an advertisement for M-word strippers, like a pair.
Right.
And Griffin was like, pull over. I was like, okay, we got to get safe. And we went in, and it was the saddest place I've ever been. They left the night before. They just hadn't taken us.
Damn
So we
it.
didn't get to see it.
That sucks.
That sucks.
My favorite part about the M word wrestling.
Did see a lot of sea scars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine.
that's believable in Alabama. The best part was they hung around because it was at a bar. It was at fucking Little Woodrow's. Is where they did the wrestling thing. It was for St. Patty's Day. They do it like every single year, but it was a couple years ago. And they hung around afterwards just to like. So dude, there were plenty of chicks that were like, I want a fucking M word, and they were like ready to bang these
There was
dudes.
that one woman who had one.
I've been one of those chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Were
He
you
wanted
the one
lap
with
dance.
the one in her chest and the other one
She
was in
had,
her crotch?
What?
yeah, it was like, like
He
his
was
whole
motorboating
head
like
fell
crazy.
in there, and she like motorboated him. I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
die, but it was great. It was a great show. They did the whole like American versus like the foreigner, and they're like America, and all the people in Texas were
Wasn't
like,
he Russian?
"Ah." Yeah, I don't know. But afterwards, they were just like, we're doing photos, and like it's like a couple bucks to take a photo, and then we're just gonna hang out at the bar and drink. And one of them goes, he's like, guy still on the microphone. He's like, and then afterwards, anybody that wants to hang out can find out what it's like to get fucking drunk with midgets. elephants! And everyone like went nuts and screamed. And we were like, cool, we're gonna go now. Yeah, the show's over.
It sounds like they're consummate professional showmans.
It was, dude. They were great. They had like chairs and stuff. They were like doing moves and shit. It was well done. It wasn't like shitty.
The theme song that they came into too. Also, the
This
phrase
song
that
was
repeated
"Die,
over and over.
motherfucker, die."
No,
it?
the theme of it was half the size, twice the violence.
That's
That's
true.
true.
That's true. That guy
That's
kept
awesome.
saying it.
Yes.
The fucking MC was like the most obnoxious like douche guy ever, which fit perfectly for the role.
Yeah.
But he's like, "You ready to see some midget violence?"
We're like,
and everyone's like,
maybe?
"Yeah, I hope they die." They were fucking pumped about it.
Society's come so far since the Middle Ages.
Have we? We have SeaWorld still.
All right, yeah,
You went, though.
but SeaWorld is releasing all the whales.
They are.
The orcas.
They did say the orcas.
Dude,
yeah.
SeaWorld's releasing all the
They're not
orcas.
whales, Jeff. They're the
Fucking
largest members
was it Cirque du Soleil or Ringling Brothers? Just they're like
Cirque du Soleil is releasing all the Eastern Europeans.
ouch.
They're
One
free.
of them are like they're retiring like a shitload of elephants early or something.
I think that's
Barnum
Ringling
and
Brothers
Bailey.
or Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah.
I was reading that.
Yeah,
it
they're
was,
done
like,
with elephants.
years before retirement or whatever. They had to run
What is retirement
Years before
age for
retirement.
the elephant? Yeah.
until they fucking keel over and
67.
die, probably.
Yeah.
For the
Or they
circus.
kill someone.
Yeah. If you don't get it,
Even then, like SeaWorld had fucking orcas kill people left and right. They just put it in the back burner for
They,
the
Yeah.
year.
well, they
Like,
take them out
yeah.
back and they plug them into
it was
the
her
edit.
ponytail.
what they do.
It was her ponytail. Damn it.
Did I
That's what
ever,
killed
that's what
her.
killed
did I ever tell you guys my elephant story?
No.
Got
Killed an
elephant story?
elephant?
I didn't kill an
How the
elephant.
fuck did you
I
do
didn't- I didn't
that?
kill an elephant.
He was driving and it came.
Here's what I saw
Okay.
when I was 18.
All right. Here we go.
17.
Oh, we're getting younger.
18.
Okay.
It's
getting
not like
older.
a donkey
Back up
show,
again.
is it?
I've never seen a donkey show, so I'm not positive.
Have you, Ryan?
No.
Okay.
I've seen a
I've
donkey.
never even been to Mexico.
When I was 18, I went to New Orleans with some friends of mine
Nolans, as they call it.
to see Lollapalooza. It was 1993,
Yeah.
and
I was 6.
there you go. So I was 18, so that means that 40 people shared one hotel room. We were on like the hotel was on Canal Street. We were on like the 35th floor, and it was just like
Did you
fucking
get a bed?
head to toe, no, on the floor,
Okay.
head to toe, head to toe, head to toe.
Seeing where you were
Just
in the hierarchy.
just fucking
Yeah.
assholes everywhere. And I was 18 and in New Orleans, and I'd been a couple times, but so I got dumb drunk on sugary drinks, right? Had a hungover, woke up, and at like 8 in the morning or whatever, with a splitting headache. Stood up, looked out the window, just like stuck my head on the window and looked to see what was going on down in Canal Street, and everybody else is asleep. The other, honestly, I think it was like 9 people, but they're all asleep, and I'm just staring out the window, contemplating life and my hangover, and I see an elephant. I see a truck and a trailer pull up with a giant elephant, and then I'm like, oh, you don't see that every day on Canal Street, and so they like take the thing down, and the guy with the thing pulls, like, it's like 3 dudes, and they like pull the elephant back, and kids start coming, and tourists start coming, and there's like I can kind of make out, it looks like there's some sort of a circus sign, so it's probably like promotion for the circus. So like, hey, come see the elephant tomorrow at Barnum and Bailey Circus or Ringling Brothers, whatever. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting thing to see first thing in the morning, especially from this high up. And the elephant, they get it out. And then people come up and they touch it and they're taking pictures with it and stuff. And I can kind of just seeing this go on at like SimCity level. And after a few minutes, the elephant starts like moving around a little bit. And then people start to look worried and people back up a little bit. And the elephant goes like, after a bit, the elephant goes like, "Argh!" and throws up pink, like a swimming pool full of pink shit all over people. Like kids and grown-ups and family members. I guess it was like watermelon, or I don't know what elephants eat, but it looked like 400, the ingredients of 400 watermelons.
Oh.
And just like, and kids are like covered in elephant vomit.
That's
And the
awesome.
elephant's freaking out, and the guys are freaking out trying to contain the elephant, and people are running away, and they're like, you can tell they're afraid of a stampede, and they're just like shoving with all their might to like, and I guess they have like cattle prods or something, and they like get the elephant back on this
Guided in,
trailer,
yeah.
and the elephant's like fighting, and eventually they get on the trailer, and they fucking shut the door, and they just took off. And there's just like pink elephant vomit everywhere on Canal Street. Like it covered a block.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
And people
like
just
Mardi
like
Gras
running in
over
terror,
there.
covered, like little kids are like, why
6
did the
women took their
elephant-"
tops off and that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, beads were raining.
Craziest thing I had ever seen in my life at that point. And it was like in a movie, somebody goes, Ronnie goes, what are you doing? And I was like, watching an elephant puke on people. And I was like, shut up. And went back to sleep. I'm like, all right. And I just went back to bed too.
That's awesome.
It was great. Great experience. And to be able to see it
Modern day,
from so far.
there would have been like 7 videos of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There would have been a lot
Seven, yeah.
more than that. Yeah.
It would have been on news, like
Everything,
CNN.
everything's filmed, man.
I love throw up videos. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Where people aren't supposed to throw
Like
up.
the
at them.
classic.
Oh, you mean like Ashley vomiting right there
Yeah,
last week on
that's
Off
great.
Topic when she was
It's wonderful.
puking her fucking guts
That wasn't
out?
filmed.
Just off camera.
That wasn't filmed.
It was,
Well,
though.
that wasn't on camera.
It was.
Well,
Yeah.
Or videos where like
I saw her in the parking lot when I was leaving that day. And I go, hey, have a good weekend, see it. And she goes, I fucking hate you.
That's because you didn't give her the money. Though.
I'll give her the money. I'm good
Just
for it.
saying, but that you're good for it.
I haven't seen
Just
her.
give it to
I haven't seen her since that moment.
she'll find you.
It's true.
She'll find you and she'll
She'll
fuck you up.
just deduct it from my paycheck.
That's
Where's my
actually
money?
true.
She's finance.
Oh, I fucking forgot. I was supposed to pick up a fucking expense check yesterday.
Oh, you should get it.
Should get it. It took for fucking forever. Just saying, like it took too long. It was like a month. Maybe it was 2.5 weeks. I exaggerate.
That's like half a month.
It's over half a month.
Y'all ever
2.5
see an
weeks.
animal throw up?
I was just thinking what your favorite was.
Not a giant.
other than like a
animal
dog
like
or
that.
something.
We
I'm
always
gonna
had
say I
a-
live with 5, so
No.
daily,
Well,
sure.
I'm sure you're like me growing up where we had like our dogs clean up our vomit. If the kids puked, you're like, yo, get over here. Lick this up.
Oh, I love doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, eat it.
It's a
Wait,
clean up.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, my cats puke, and then I was like, come
Absolutely.
here. The dog eats it.
like,
and then it's
Herschel.
like, cool.
Oh.
It's the best.
Because then the dog's gonna lick you 30 minutes later.
Yup.
Sure
Oh, I just
is.
remember not to let the dog
Look,
eat
the
it.
dog licked its anus 30 minutes
true.
ago, too.
Yeah,
What difference
exactly.
does it make?
Its anus is probably
Perfectly
cleaner
fine.
than that shit that came out of it.
Maybe.
Oh.
We don't know.
Its anus is probably just to reprocess that shit already, so.
It's like a G.G.
Yeah, but it's
Allen
that shit
video.
after your body sorts it, okay? Or their body. They're like, this is good, this is bad, we'll get rid of the rest. This is just, it's unfiltered. It's just like, and then they're fucking eating it.
Yeah, but your body sorts it into the worst part, and
Wow.
that's what's come out the
Yeah,
butt.
but
right?
animals are
what's
impressive,
comes
Ryan.
out
They
the
don't
butt.
need fucking toilet paper. They just shit and go. And for the most part,
It's
they're
true.
usually fine. Sometimes they're
It's
not
true.
fine. And it's like, oh God, now I have to somehow like wipe my dog's ass
Yeah, or
because
like a cat with
something
long hair.
happened.
Well, that
But
usually happens, yeah, when they're being chased by a turd. attached
generally
by
speaking, it's like
hair.
shit, and I'm just like,
Dingleberries.
I wish I could do that. I
I've
wish I
never-
could just go to the bathroom and leave.
I've
Turd
never had a
mace.
clean wipe. Like, I always have shit on.
You've
my
never
asshole.
had that?
Yeah,
I've
That's
never
the
had a
best.
clean wipe.
When you don't have to
Never.
wipe, it's like, phew.
I hope to have one.
I mean,
one day.
I've had it where like you wipe and it's like that's not too bad, and then I do 1 or 2 more for a safety. I've never once have I shit and been like I'm good. and
I've
left
heard
the
that.
bathroom.
I've heard that's actually happened to people before.
Supposedly,
That's
if
never
you
me.
use a squatty potty,
Yeah.
What is a squatty potty? Is
well,
that-
they have them in the bungalow.
That's the thing I need to get next. Like, fix my exploding garbage disposal so my house doesn't flood. Fix my fence in the backyard, which is fucking falling over, and my old Asian neighbor is like, "Can you fix that, please?" Then
Also, the lovely deaf woman behind us.
But she
is
didn't
like,
ask though. She's fine.
She signed it.
Correct, but she's probably thinking it.
No, she's fine. She already fixed her side.
Oh.
She already came over and was like, "Hey, there's gonna be a guy in your backyard." She
Maybe
didn't
she's
sound
thinking
like that.
about us.
But she was like, "There's gonna be a guy in your backyard and he's gonna fix my fence." And I'm like, "Cool." And then I never talked to her ever again. But then after that, new shitters. Like I want aerodynamic poops coming out of me. Like not only would it would feel great. It's cleaner. It would save me so much money on toilet paper. I just wouldn't buy
Why
it
don't you
anymore.
just get one of those like NASA toilets and just
The
it's
Toto
like just
toilet?
it's the
Toto?
hose. You just put it on your
we had
anus.
Toto.
Just,
We had
I don't
Totos
know
for
anybody
my
calls it a
grandparents.
NASA toilet.
you know,
Yeah.
it's space toilet.
We had
It's all
Totos for my
vacuum.
grandparents, and then Andy started using them. But I think he gets
That was
like
my
way.
that was my first and only Periscope. I Periscope using the Toto toilet.
Yeah, you get too much pleasure out of
Great.
it though.
He
liked
really
that
liked the
anal
water
spray.
up his asshole.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Bidet.
I've never had
Yeah.
that happen before.
I've never
It was
been
like,
bidet
It was
either.
like
Yeah.
surprising. I was like,
I
I
think I've used one.
Didn't our
before.
hotels in Australia have them? Mine did. Yours didn't?
I think it might have.
Yeah.
Maybe yours did.
I think I just used.
You upgraded, if I remember.
No, I got back to normal because they put me in a fucking closet.
Dude, remember when we got to Germany and we slept on Jack's floor for
Yeah.
fucking 7
And Jeff
hours?
took a shower, and they
Yeah.
had that. Like,
And Gavin went, "No, fuck you, go to my room."
yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, Jeff took a shower. Everyone else
Fucking
is taking a
piece of
nap.
shit.
I'm chilling, hanging out by myself. And Jeff's like, "I'm gonna shower." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." But there was like opaque glass,
Yep.
so you still get like Jeff's silhouette being.
Yep,
sexy.
it was like frosted glass. Like you could see through it, but it was frosted over. If you put your dick up against it, you would see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
if you're standing back, you could just see the shape
Well,
of
then-
everything.
Right?
What is that? A pressed snake? Pressed
Yeah,
salami?
I guess.
What's the
but don't call it a snake though, because
Yeah.
Jeff won't like it.
I like pressed salami. That's
Pressed
good.
salami? There you go.
I bet
Great.
you do.
I wasn't watching. I was answering emails, but I was like, "That's my boss. Just gonna look down." Oh God.
I put the iPad over here because I was like, I'm done with the ad reads, and then I think I forgot. I didn't do the movement watch ad read.
Oh, you should do it.
I should do it. I'll do it right now. I'm pretty sure I didn't do it. Did I do it already?
No,
Okay.
No.
didn't do it.
Okay, cool. I felt like I did it, but it's just because I've done it so many times
It's
before.
amazing how much
Because
that
they're
looks
so
like an egg
great.
yolk.
What's up? It does look
Kind
like
of.
egg yolk. Sunny D, man. It's
And
fucking
vodka.
delicious. Ryan, you could drink this and you would like it.
I believe you.
Guaranteed. This is what I call Riot Punch, and it's the most blackoutest drink I've ever had.
Sunny
Because
D.
It just tastes like Sunny D. Sunny D, like screwdrivers are good, but you can taste orange juice, you can taste vodka.
Uh-huh.
This just tastes like Sunny D, 100%. There's nothing else in it. So it's like, all the glass, all the glass, all
they
the
call
glass.
it
And then you
Riot
wake up
juice?
the next day and you're like, what happened? And you realize you had 7 more.
Did they call it rye juice on Always Sunny? I can't remember.
They call it rum punch, I think, and riot juice are the
Yeah.
2 phrases they use. So I kind of combined them
combined it.
both and made riot punch. But then in the newest season, what did they call the jet fuel? They called it something else.
On the boat?
Yeah, they had a name for that too. I can't remember what it was. But that was another drink.
That was episode 2, right?
I don't know why I said jet fuel, boat fuel.
Boat fuel.
And I said fool several times. Fuck. They had a name for that. I'll give it to you next week. But that's another name. If I make another drink, I'm going to call it that. The past few months, we've been working a lot with movement watches. We love them. You guys love them. It's true. I get a lot of tweets about them. So I asked myself, why do I only have one? Jack, get me more. See, Movement offers different colors, bands, different faces, and different styles for each of their watches. I started off wearing this exact watch, except I had a tan band with a white face. But now I've chosen the brown strap with the black face, which is very sleek and sexy. Look at it. I love black. It looks so good. It's dark and beautiful. Movement watches start at just $95. Do some quick math, fool. You could have a couple of Movement watches, and it would still be a better deal than having one department store watch. Get a blue one, a white one. Movement has watches and bands to match for every outfit in your arsenal. There's no hassles. Just order online with free shipping, free returns, and a 24-month warranty. That's almost 2 years. So join their more than 1 million social media followers and get a Movement watch today. Go to mvmtwatches.com/off-topic, and they'll give you a 15% off your entire purchase. 15% off your entire purchase. Movementwatches.com/off-topic. They're good watches and I like them a lot. And, you know, I wear them. Movementwatches.com/off-topic. I did On the Spot yesterday with the John Reisinger. Movement Watch is also a sponsor on the spot. I'm sorry, you know, they can't get off topic. We only have it once a week. We only have it once a week.
course
So it's
you
like
know that.
they
Of
have
course
to
you know
unfortunately go to that. Just let him do it. Okay?
He hangs out with a lot
Did it
of women
quietly.
growing up. He knows how to do this.
That's-
I'm sorry, anyways.
Women
Everybody knows how to do
and
that.
black people. Let's be very
Do
clear
what?
about that.
The cup flip. That's a total girl thing in high school. Yeah. Like, do you know that
It's
shit?
like that's like a level of patty cake what you're doing right
It
now.
is.
Also,
And he's
audio
not
listeners
so-
love it right
It
now.
was- I did
Probably
it
you
quietly.
slammed.
I
It
did
was
it quietly.
quietly. Sure, I'm sure.
No,
it
it's
was,
a band
I'm sure it
thing
was
is
very
what it
quiet.
is, because there's a rhythm to it. We're just going to keep looking at it?
I mean, I was looking.
You wanna
I was.
try?
No, I don't want to
Just
try.
pass it around.
Yeah.
Pass it.
On the spot.
Yeah, I mean, they had
We
movie
need
watches,
to
and then he did the ad
plastic
read, and he was
cups.
like slash on the spot, and I was like slash off topic.
I mean, slash free play.
And then he nobody's gonna do that. But John was like, "Come on, man, I need this." He's like, "Don't take this from me. You guys get enough. I fucking need this." So maybe if you want to help John out, mvmtwatches.com/on the spot,
But not really.
but not really.
Or slash free
Off
play.
topic.
Don't do free play no matter what.
I mean,
that's,
you could.
That's just crazy. That's fucking churlish at this point.
It's not.
Insubordinate.
But now I'm done. Now the
Now
ad
that
reads
it
are
can go
over.
away.
Now
Before
I'm
we
gonna
spill
put it
something
over
on it.
Yeah,
Again.
well, that's honestly why I like putting it over there. It's not
Yeah,
my iPad.
it's safe.
So I put it over there. What did you say? You say something? What?
No, I think I nodded.
Oh, okay. You nodded, but you kind of had like a You made a noise.
Yeah, it's just that it happens.
Yeah. It was a verbal nod. It's unnecessary. You
I
can
spoke
just-
out of turn.
You can just
I
nod.
apologize.
Yeah. I like this. People got two Andys this podcast. They got like I'm safe Andy, like I'm in a safe place, I'm gonna talk, and then you showed up, and he became like prisoner Andy.
Did you ever get to the point with Planet of the Apes too with your relationship, or did we totally go?
No, we
into-
went over. We totally bypassed it.
We
But
went
what I was
off
gonna say
topic.
was, which I can suggest you can employ with Andy if you'd like to. He started doing this thing where in one of the Planet of the Apes, there's the main ape Caesar, who basically runs it all. He's the super smart one. He takes over.
Dr. Zaius.
Right.
And then Koba. Well, no, Caesar is the main one, and then Koba is the secondary one. He's like basically like his general.
Right.
And-
Caesar's like their Dr. Zaius.
yeah, sure. I don't know what that means,
Yeah.
but sure.
He's the smartest.
You
he's
are correct, Jeff.
The smartest ape.
In the original.
Planet of
Is
the
he the
Apes.
one who finds
yes.
the Statue of Liberty in the sand?
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, you
Right,
gotta
yeah.
stop.
And then Cope was in charge of the health.
So,
Got
in the whole first one happens, and it's like,
Spock
blah, 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 blah. And then in the second one, though, like they got like ape culture going already. It's like established.
Yeah, society, yeah.
Caesar's like he's the HNIC, and Koba, he's like his second.
HAIC.
And there's a couple scenarios where like Kobe's getting a little mouthy because he really hates the humans because he got kind of like abused by him, and Caesar's like, chill the fuck out, all right, just chill out. And when Koba knows he done bad and Caesar gives him like the I will fucking kill you look, Koba goes like this. He looks down and he just goes like that with his hand, like, I'm sorry, sir, please forgive me. And then Caesar goes like this. He goes, that's fine. Like he does that, and he does that to me all the time. Like when he's out of place, he just looks at me and he just goes like this.
Or if I want to ask for something.
This is how well he knows this scenario. That happened in the movie. We saw the movie with him. As it's happening in the movie, like Koba's like, I'm bowing to you, master, please, like I forgive me. Andrew leans over to me and he goes, that's just like us. I'm like, what? You're right, but why are you excited about that? He knows.
So I saw it on TV.
He knows where he belongs.
Yeah.
He's finally got a way to tie his TV life into
It's
his real
good
life.
though. That's like military
He's
level.
been
You know what I
watching
mean?
Cheers
Like
for years. It's like
he-
I don't fit.
I'm a well-trained Andy most of the time.
It's true. You're a good soldier.
I mean,
you know,
Jeff
I
gets
would
me to
send him
die.
out to
That's
die,
it.
and he'd probably do it.
I'll die for you, Jeff.
That's all. I was just saying that. Like if you
Still waiting for you to wash my fucking car, but okay.
go
Well, I
fucking
can
tell him
come
to watch
after.
the car. He'll do it. See now at
twice
in this
already.
scenario, literally Andy would be like,
There's
I'm
a
thinking,
hose right next
thinking,
to where your
thinking
car
near the end of
is.
the podcast, he'd be like, I'll wash your car, and I'll go like that,
Yeah.
and then
No, tonight he'll be like, you'll be hanging out in your living room. He'll go, Jeff didn't really want me to. Did you really want me to watch this?
he won't say that because tonight in our living room he'll be like, should I go over tomorrow or should I go over Sunday? Should I ask him or that's what'll happen, and then I'll ask you, and then you let me know. You good? You gone?
Had my drink.
Yeah?
I'm out.
Okay.
Andy.
Thanks,
All
Jeff.
right.
Pleasure. You can have
See
the
you, Jeff.
seat.
Thanks, Jeff.
Take it easy.
What did he have?
catch you
Whiskey,
later.
Diet Coke?
No
And
fucking
mix
way.
it
I'm
with
sure he had
something.
Diet Coke and whiskey. That's his go-to.
I just said whiskey and Diet
You know-
Coke.
Oh, I thought you just said Diet Coke. Sorry.
Topo Chico kind of tastes like vomit.
He's no Ryan. What?
Topo Chico.
Doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
You really stretched
Be
it out.
whiter.
No, Topo Chico tastes like water that's been ruined because it's fucking carbonized.
Like
and
with
it
vomit.
sucks. Yeah, Topo Chico's fucking
Or
terrible.
maybe it's just the leftover in the back.
This
of
is
my
what
throat.
sucks
I
about
didn't actually vomit though.
being here because it's like Austin. Topo Chico is like, that's when people say water, that's what they think of. Like
true.
you turn on your faucet and that
The
bottle
comes
comes out
bubbly
and
water.
people drink it. We have everything here,
It's a hipster
like
delight.
snacks and drinks. We have a lot of variety. You
We
know,
do.
we got like all the top brands. We got Topo Chico. We got fucking Sunny D. There's Snapple in there. We don't have fucking bottled water.
No, but we got the water cooler.
We got the water cooler, but we don't have bottled water. It's like we have Topo Chico. But it's like sometimes I just want to grab a fucking bottle of water and go and
Well,
leave.
I mean, you could take the jug of water right off the back
you
of it.
could
just-
like rip it off.
There's
Water's
bottled water
fucking
in the
cheap,
bungalow.
man.
Yeah, so if
Well,
you're a guest, you get bottled water.
But I'm not
None-
going all the way
yeah,
to the
none of
fucking
you
bungalow.
employees
It's
It's like, I
closer.
want bottled
Fuck you.
water.
The bungalow's closer to us than this place.
That is true. And we have a mini fridge too. We can make that happen. Ryan comes in and steals shit
Maybe
from
it's
our
like-
mini fridge
I
all the
almost
time.
never
Several
do.
feet
you guys,
closer.
every time
Your fridge sucks.
You've disappointed me
little
every
one?
time I've
Yeah,
opened
the
that.
little one
This
sucks.
is in
Dude.
the
So they're
past-
always like, we have drinks, and there's garbage.
Never
This is in the
is.
past
Never
like
is.
month, in my opinion. Is it going past that too?
Yes, it's always
I've
been
never,
garbage.
I've
Bullshit.
never opened
Bullshit.
that fridge and found a drink that I
Every
desired.
single time.
Not once.
You
I'm
only
like-
want Diet Coke though.
I know.
I'm
That's
gonna
all
get
it
a
would
drink.
take.
I'm gonna get a drink, and I go, oh, the support room's right here. I'll just get it from here. And there's fucking garbage in there.
Don't.
You got
let
Topo
me-
Chico.
Her in the fucking hair. Stop.
Sorry,
She's always every episode she's on. She's picking hair off people.
cat
It's
hair
like
on
your
you.
cat hair or like
Like
your
the
head
mom
hair, or like
mentality.
whatever.
Like
Just
she's
fucking
got-
stop.
Okay, I didn't want to do it to Jeff because it's Jeff.
And
but
you didn't,
he had
bitch.
so much pet hair on him. I was like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
it. I see it
God.
right now. That white hair.
Good. So
on that
act like
shirt.
Ryan is Jeff and don't fucking touch him.
I haven't touched Jeff once in my life. Like, I
Good.
really haven't.
Continue. Don't touch anyone. Stop
I've-
touching people.
I've never hugged Gavin. I don't think.
Neither have I.
I've hugged Dan. And Gavin actually got mad at me because I hugged Dan, and he was like, "Well, you won't hug me." I was
Fuck
like, yeah,
you,
but
Gavin.
you're
Shut the
Gavin.
fuck up.
I've
You're
never
good.
hugged Gus.
Yeah, it's the other British.
I will never hug Gus.
You might.
Did he just walk by? Is
I
that
shook
what
Gus's
came up?
hand
there?
once. I shook Gus's hand once.
Pretty significant, yeah.
And it was a funny. I don't think I ever shook his hand in the course of like me getting hired and working here and all that stuff. We were going to some stupid event. I'm sure it was a great event. We were going to an event. I don't know why I added that. And we were at the airport, and Gus, the previous, like a couple days before that or something prior to that, I remember him telling me that he was like, oh, Esther just fucking hates it when like we're in public and fans come up to me. He's like, she'll just leave. She just like walks away when it's like, oh, you're Gus, da 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 da. It's not her scene, so she's like, I'm gonna go stand over here, like while you're dealing with the fan. And so she was coming with him on whatever trip we were going on, and I see Gus and Esther at the airport, and I'd never met Esther in person yet. So I was like, I didn't know if she knew what I looked like or anything. So I walked up to Gus, and I'm like, "Oh my God, are you Gus Cirola? I'm like, so nice to meet you, sir." And I started like shaking his hand. He's like, "Fuck you, blah 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 blah." And like Esther, I assume knew what I looked like or whatever. But it was after that at some point, Gus mentioned something. I don't know if it was a podcast or he was talking about something, and he was just talking about like people's hands and like people who work and people who like do physical work and stuff like that.
Who have calluses.
Right, and it was funny because he brought up, it had to be weeks later, if not like months later, and he's like, "Oh, I shook your hand," and was like, "Oh, you definitely worked in your life." I'm like, "Really? You like grasped all that from a handshake?" Because he was talking about like baby hands and super silky
the
hands.
calluses,
My hands are like fucking rocks.
You have gamer calluses too.
They're gamer
That's
and
not a
and
thing.
it
You have
absolutely
it,
is
you
a
said
thing.
you have
It's a
them.
thing.
No.
Look at my hands. It's absolutely a
It's just-
thing.
You
they're all
absolutely
gone.
were like,
Look
me
at
too.
it. They're on my hands.
I'm a gentle holder of a controller.
No, I
just
grip
caress it.
and I guarantee
Yeah.
you the other thing
Soft
was.
That's why-
That's the other thing. I sweat like crazy
I was
when I
gonna
hold
say,
a controller. So I'm
you
sure
can
that
tell who's had it before, because mine is usually pretty dry. I don't have a sweaty
mine's
controller.
wet as fuck.
My controller.
You do not want to use my
I feel
controller
so bad
after
after
me.
people use the VR after me.
You
I'm
should.
dripping sweat,
Everybody
like,
sweats
ugh.
because we've done it, and that's fine. We did the
It's
one day we were
absolutely
playing for like
true,
40
yeah.
minutes. This bitch is like,
I'm a sweater.
because she sweats over
uh,
nothing.
true.
You have to adjust to it. It takes some time. It's like going to the desert for the first
Yeah.
time.
Well, it always sucked like in high school too, and it continues to my work performance. But like, I just sit at my desk, I'm just typing away, doing nothing, and I'm sweating under my arms. Like, why?
Yeah, well, why? Because you wear
Why?
jackets all day, idiot.
Well, this is a fucking cardigan. This isn't a jacket.
I mean, it's
Learn
still
fashion.
It's still an extra
It's
layer,
an
though.
extra
Still.
layer over your regular
If-
fucking
if
outfit.
I were
Maybe if
wearing-
you fucking
no.
sweat so much, don't keep wearing
I will
lots
wear a
of layers
t-shirt
of
like
clothes.
that, and I will sweat.
But you don't.
Mark my
So how can I
words.
say that?
That's
How
RTX
do we know?
basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's, you're in RTX. You just guaranteed like if you hug any of us, it's just gonna be sweat.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
And it's fine
And
though,
not always our sweat.
because anyone we hug is fucking sweaty.
It's
so
true.
It's
RTX
listen,
is like a foam party.
It's a
There's just
sweat
liquids
fest.
I don't.
everywhere. Yeah.
It's just
of
human nature.
juices.
I've moved past that. I don't care if people sweat. They're gonna be sweaty. It's
Yeah,
hot. Whatever.
whatever.
Don't fucking smell. Okay. Take a shower and use deodorant. I don't care if you're sweaty. That's fine. It happens. Convention's hot as fuck. You're carrying a bunch of shit. Just don't be fucking stinky, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Come
use
on.
some body spray. That's all you gotta do.
Especially-
Body spray.
Double
body
fisted
spray.
pest.
Double
fisted chesty. That's what it is.
Especially
Also
because
pesty.
here's the thing: is if you happen to have an odor to you, and we're not going to say no to hugging you, but we will be blamed for that odor if it clings to us.
Here's the worst.
For the remainder of the
here's
day.
the worst scenario too. When
Yeah.
you get huge, usually dudes, usually like a huge guy who's big and tall, and they'll do the thing where they like put their arm around you, but their armpit is like on your shoulder,
Yeah.
and then I will literally afterwards for an hour I'll turn and I can smell it. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
God damn
Yeah.
it. And then like you said, then we stink for the other fans.
Well, it was perfect because Miley, who plays Naruto in the English voice dub, we were hanging out with her in Australia, and she said the same thing. She's a very short woman, so a lot of guys like to do the overarm, and she's like, I always frame it like they try to reach for it. I grab their hand and put them like around my hip, like, okay, cool, all right, we'll just shift it a little
Good.
bit.
She's,
real quick.
she's got technique. She's been
Yeah.
doing it for a
Professional.
while.
Stealth.
Yeah. She's one of those.
She's a convention
She's
ninja.
one of those exactly. One of those like voice actors just like lives conventions. They do like
Here's
25 conventions a year.
What I think my next step is, I'm gonna get like one of those biker style spike things and
Oh.
just put it over my
yeah,
Shoulders, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll go fine with my certain air that I've developed.
Your certain
Yeah.
air.
You're pretty
You
hard.
mean your
Yeah.
Ryanness.
With
Yeah.
your jewel
Your
tone
personality.
shirts and your
It's
dad.
like even if they don't see it, like a couple pricks, like word of mouth.
Oh,
it'll
God.
be like,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Word
that'll
of
be
mouth.
cool.
Like, yo, you don't touch Ryan. I heard.
Yeah, I
Pat,
mean,
spread the word. You'll get
Stab you.
stabbed.
and they'll be poisoned. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Or downside, no one will care and you'll be covered in blood all day.
Oh God.
Because fans will be
That
like, I don't
will
care,
also
Ryan. Ryan, I don't care. I want to
work
hug
with
you
my
anyway.
air.
Holy shit. Sorry, I just thought about it too.
Whoa, what?
Something blew her mind. Either that or she just got like a Professor
Fucking
X
boss
style
man.
She
vision.
was just like this. Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door!
Too soon.
Sorry, I went Jean Grey there. Have you seen the internet
Phoenix.
the internet meme where it's
Spoiler.
someone at a concert? It's a dude holding his girlfriend on his shoulders, but she has her period that day.
Oh,
Down
I've seen
his
that.
back.
I've
Yeah,
seen
it's
that.
awful.
No!
It's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I guess sometimes you don't know.
maybe
You know.
I mean, you know.
You know.
Look,
You're
in the
supposed to
excitement
know.
of the moment, maybe you don't notice a trickle.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
Maybe she thought it was sweat.
pissing
Ah.
but yeah.
I thought it was like cups
That's
and
awful.
cups of sweat.
Well, you-
Because usually it's like trickle.
It's awful
But you know,
for
it's,
you.
you're
like,
sweating. It's
But
holding
imagine
her up.
being that girl. That's terrible.
But
Like,
you-
I'm so
it's
sorry.
like-
That's like a
This
carry
doesn't
moment.
feel
It is,
like
yeah.
yes.
This feels
It's a little
thicker.
stickier
Yeah.
than my normal
a little
sweat.
warm. You're
You
just
know?
sweating, baby.
Oh, maybe she's just excited.
It's
Maybe he
warm.
thought he's like, I'm getting lucky tonight. Yeah.
Bitch is dripping.
This concert's really doing it for her.
Yeah.
She just loves Bob Marley so much.
I will say though, that aside, it's still a lubricant.
Correct.
True.
Yeah.
Doctor recommended
So-
lubricant.
It's
And
it's like
Pregnancy safe.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
Ryan.
is it? No.
Let's talk later.
What? Is that how it works?
Did your
During-
wife tell you that?
I don't think so.
During the period.
Is that not what
together.
happened? Is that not
You
how
can
it
still
happens?
get pregnant.
Not
if
as
you-
likely,
It's
though.
not as likely.
But still not
because it
safe.
happened.
Pretty
Don't be
safe.
throwing shit out like that.
Yeah.
Look, you can't get pregnant.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
probably not. It's be highly unlikely.
I want to
you get
see. I
pregnant.
want to see the
Yes.
number of fans that take this advice, and then if you have a kid, name your kid Ryan, because I want to meet those
Do it.
children in RTX in 10
or,
years.
or Red Wings.
Yeah. Red Wings. Damn. That's the stain
Oh,
that she
God.
left is the Red Wings on his back.
You never heard that term before?
No.
I've
All right,
never
well,
heard that before.
You can look it up later.
No, you tell me, Ryan.
I don't
Right now.
remember
Enlighten
exactly.
the
I think
audience.
it's.
Yeah, give me-
I mean, I can guess where it's
Like
going.
a general
no, I
ballpark.
mean,
Yeah.
you got the general. It's like when you. Let me look it up. I want to get it right.
Dude, Fireman's is so different than what I've been drinking.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, woo, this is beer, not Sunny D and vodka. How's your Slytherin cup treating you?
Oh, good. Yeah, I thought I brought this on because it's a great gift from you guys. But as a part-time employee, I think I should probably establish that I am Slytherin house.
Yeah?
So
You're part of us.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Part of you
us.
guys, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
Gryffindor.
These fucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gryffindor.
I was
Yeah.
surprised.
I just
Not
admit,
Slytherin.
I don't know what you.
I thought
that doesn't surprise me.
Okay, there you go. That's
This is great.
That it would be a definition of Red Wings right there.
Just read it. Somebody read
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Anybody? Can anybody read
It's,
it?
when you're eating
it's
at
when
a
you
girl-
have sex
when
with a
it's
girl in
after
Detroit,
period.
actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're eating at a girl and she's on her period.
Yeah.
Ah,
You get
There was
the
another term for that, I can't
Red
don't
Wings.
do that.
It's like the Joker.
Listen,
God, that's what happened. That's how we got the scars.
Harley.
I don't.
She squeezed too hard. She
Squeeze her.
squeezed too hard.
You say that, but there are also many, many stories that I've heard of people
Like
where
combat
they
labias.
no, they like cough or sneeze and their tampon flies out, like because of the pressure. I'm
Okay,
just
fun
saying.
fact. I've used a tampon once in my life.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I believe
For
it.
what?
Does it?
Where did you put it?
There's several
So,
orifices.
so I was using. Okay, so it never gets used, but at my house on Cape Cod, there's a guest bathroom. So I was
Sure.
using the guest bathroom,
Yeah.
Go on.
and I was shitting, but there was no toilet paper, and I was like, "Fuck."
Did you plug
But
your ass?
yes, no. I open up
Did
a
you
drawer,
use the
find the thing.
applicator, or
I
was it
I
just
opened up a
Just
drawer-
use the string.
I
That's
opened-
it.
Like coiled it
Batman.
up.
I opened up the bottom drawer, and in there was face cloths and tampons. I was like, well, I gotta make a decision.
So
I
you
can use
know.
a
You
face
take
cloth
the
and
face
wash
cloth and you throw it away.
Oh
Face
no,
cloth
but
would
they're
be
nice
more
face
sense.
cloths. They're guest face cloths. They go to a set. I was raised right, so I know that I'm not allowed to use them.
I was
Did you
raised
have
right,
to-
so I used a tampon.
So I used
Doesn't
the
make
tampon.
sense.
I used the tampon. I open it up, pop the thing out, wipe my ass with it, and then I flush it down the toilet.
you can't flush
have to-
tampons.
I know, but I clogged it.
Did you have to have a conversation with your mother as
They're
to why
absorbent,
one of her tampons
man.
was gone?
I knew that.
So then a few months go by, and
Did
my
she
mom's
need
like,
to explain to you
"Why
how
is there a
things worked?"
tampon wrapper in the trash?" And I was like, "Oh, I had to wipe my ass with a tampon." And that was I'm very open with my mom. Like I can say
well,
this.
you're
Really?
kind of open with your mom.
Yes, about
Not,
yeah.
You're not very.
She doesn't
Yeah.
know where you are, but
No, yeah, she knows
I'm
I'm,
just-
generally in the south of Texas.
See, I'm just glad you
South
didn't like
of Texas.
plug your ass up.
then we'll
with
also
the
have a talk
tampon.
about geography.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't like insert into your ass to cover the diarrhea flow.
No, yeah, no. It was just
Good.
a regular poo. It wasn't like
Oh,
anything
okay.
like flowing out. It was just like I just needed something to wipe. So I used the
all?
tampon.
Next time,
Oh,
use the
shit.
washcloth and throw it away. You can just
That would have
buy
been good of
another
a
one.
story though.
It wouldn't have been. It would have been better for you personally. I
Probably,
think.
but I mean,
Probably.
I've done that. Like shit myself and just like had to throw away shit.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I've
Who
never
has-
used a tampon.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the
sorry,
thing
I was
you're
like,
asking.
go on.
Not
You've
that I
never
can
used a
recall, but I mean,
You've never
I've
shat yourself
never used
and had
them.
to throw away your clothes?
no, not
Have you
that
ever shat yourself in your life?
I'm sure I have before I could remember
well, no,
it.
but like when you can remember. Can you
No.
remember yourself shitting yourself?
Oh,
Wow.
dude.
I shit the bed like 5 years ago.
I've shit myself so many times.
I imagine
as an
the
adult.
lack of alcohol consumption probably feeds into that.
No,
It
not
could be
even
it.
like being
No?
sick. There's definitely have moments where same thing.
For
I
me,
cough and
I
I
always
shit
made
myself.
For me too.
I always
For
made
me
it.
too. What I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on, and I think this is pretty accurate, is if I've shit myself, it's also my lactose intolerance does not help.
Yeah.
It's usually like if I eat a lot and then I'm awake and it's a daytime, it'll be like horrible stomach pains and shit, and I feel like I'm gonna die, and then that will lead to just explosive shit. But the shitting the pants is if I eat that shit at night, I go to sleep, I wake up in the morning, and especially it's double fold, and this happens all the time. Where usually I don't shit myself, but it makes me really have to shit. Is I'll wake up in the morning, do my routines and stuff, go downstairs, and we have a coffee table in our living room, and sometimes in the morning, instead of like I can lift my coffee table up, like it raises, so it's kind of at seat level, but if I don't do that, I'll sit on the floor, so like I'm level with the coffee table, and I'll squat, and like as I sit, and I'll just be like doing something on the
when your
computer, and I
asshole
just go,
opens up.
oh, I gotta fucking take a shit, I gotta take a shit, and it's like, thank Christ we have a bathroom downstairs, because it's like, no, I'm not making it up those stairs, like poop would fall out of me if I walked up the stairs. There's been several
feel it,
times
yeah.
where you were over, it was like before you went home to graduate, and you were like, oh, I gotta take a shit. And like his bathroom basically is the second floor bathroom. We never use that because it's like we have our bathroom in our master bedroom, and then we have the bathroom downstairs, which is the one we use all day
Like the
because we're
half
downstairs.
bath sort of
Yeah,
thing,
it's a
yeah.
half bath, and the other two are whole baths. So it's basically like the one on the second floor is his bathroom, but he like only uses that one. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna shit my pants. And I see him take one step on the stairs. I'm like, dude, use the fucking bathroom down here. And he goes, oh, I want to shit down there. You know, like I'll just shit in the other bathroom. I don't want to like, you know, destroy the bathroom that everybody uses. And I'm like, I don't want you to shit on my stairs. Don't shit on my stairs.
I'll scrub it out.
He'll just go like this, like a robot, like shifting his right leg and his entire body
Yes.
to get up the stairs.
Yes.
What you do
That
is you
happens
just,
to
you
me
turn
sometimes
around
in the morning.
and you lay down on the stairs and you reach back and you just like
Just like,
pull you scoot on your
Well,
back.
even better, like
Yeah.
he can just, I'll just pull him up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pull
Yeah.
his hands.
I think you do like a dog and you scrape your ass as you're going up the whole time.
That
God.
said, maybe a month or two ago, that exact scenario happened where I got up in the morning, I had some sort of monstrous thing the day before, I'm sitting there typing, and it was like, I just shit my pants. And I was like, I just shit my pants. Like, so far gone. Like,
That's it.
I literally, I went into the bathroom, I pulled my underwear off, threw it in the corner, cleaned up, and then just threw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
I didn't even
If-
bother.
if
I
I've
didn't even
learned
bother. I was just like,
anything
garbage.
From being around you people,
Yeah.
it's that I retain liquids
people.
better. Well, just
Yeah.
pretty much as
do
a
you mean
general
by you
rule. Yeah, I mean you achievement people.
And that's you too.
But I retain liquids better.
You're
than you.
still an
wait.
achievement people.
I don't vomit.
Vomiting's great.
I don't vomit
I
at all.
tried. I tried last night. I was
If
like,
I
I don't
vomit-
feel good. I'll feel better if I vomit.
If I
see
vomit,
people
I'm, like,
vomit at
out
work
for the
every
whole
I
day.
can almost do it completely. Like, if I'm really not feeling well, I can just push it out of me. But if I'm, like, right on the precipice and I can't do it, it's like... Like,
Yeah.
the second I go
No, I
anywhere
didn't
near
try
it.
the finger.
Yeah.
But I was
That's
there.
like-
I was like,
Shit.
and
When
then
you're-
like it
when-
hit the back of my throat, and it was like,
That's when you
nah,
do
I'm
the
good.
finger.
And it just went back
That's
down.
when you do the finger.
No.
And then it's just like...
I'm the opposite
When
of
it shoots
Andy.
out of you.
If I throw up, I feel better instantly. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, rest of the day.
That's
right
what I
there.
assumed.
Yeah.
That's what I keep
Right.
hearing
That's
from you
what
guys.
I
So I was
do.
like, I'll just get it out.
There's only one of two ways.
Instead, I just
Like,
went to the
You
bathroom and I
snap
was
right
fine.
back or you're done for.
Like, I think
That's
in the last 5 years, I think I've vomited maybe like 2 or 3 times, and when I do, it's like I'm sick for the whole day and I can't do anything. That's
For
like
me,
that's my whole day.
It's
I
my
don't want-
recovery.
Like,
I
whenever-
vomited 3 times in that Mario Kart video. No, it was twice. It was only twice.
Like whenever I get like blackout drunk and I'm like fucking annihilated, like I feel awful. I can't puke. I'm just
See,
like,
I feel like a
sick the whole day.
transformer. I puke and it's like party round 2. Pew!
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
I'm
That's
just like-
generally how it
it's
works.
like, no, I'm
that's,
out for the whole day.
That's, as the UK people refer to, a tactical chunder.
Yes.
Like,
Or
I'm going to
Oh,
throw up,
okay.
and then I'm back in it.
Puke and rally. is
Puke and
American.
Rally is
Yeah.
another one.
Puke and Rally.
There's a few of them. There's,
Or boot and rally if you want to throw up in a boot.
I won't.
That's a southern
You
thing.
got to wear it later, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like the south
Sure,
of Texas.
Does not do that?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah, right where we
maybe,
are.
Maybe
The south of Texas. Yeah.
Right.
Right in the south of
Listen,
Texas.
Ryan, we'll bond over our BB guns.
That we still have, yes.
I like that
Debutante
Slytherin is a
balls.
trademark.
That we
Yeah.
also have.
It's all
Well, I guess I,
trademark.
I could have been a debutante.
You,
Except
did you
that's
never
a
go
girl
to a debutante
thing.
ball?
No.
You never were
You didn't
an
go either,
escort?
right?
Well, it's a girl thing.
Well, no, I mean, like, you can go as an escort.
You go to, like, get the
I was
girls,
never
though.
invited to one, yeah.
Really?
You know,
Okay.
it's still a bloodline thing, right?
Oh, it is,
You
yeah.
can't just be a debutante. You
Well,
have
the
to
families
be,
have
yeah.
to
No,
know
me
each
too.
other.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that means our kid will be.
Yeah,
My
yeah, no, it's
sister-
for life.
Fucking
sister-
for
RT life in
generations.
20 years!
God. My family asked me, like, do you want a debutante ball? I was like, no, I'd rather kill myself. But
we'll make
my
our kid
sister
do it
wanted
just to
one.
film it.
Yes, I'm good.
No, I didn't even know anyone that had a debutante thing. So
Oh.
no, I've never.
Funny
attended
enough,
one.
growing up in New Jersey, I didn't either. That's really
Interesting.
weird.
Never
That
attended
was
a garden party
Not a
either.
real
Yeah?
thing.
Yeah,
We had a couple of those.
I think it was real.
Nice garden tea party. If you want to meet out back.
Did you have a big floppy hat?
I love Texas. It's just a big
You
heritage
did.
of America,
Yeah.
and I love
Do
it.
you still have the big floppy hat?
No.
We
We had a few big floppy Sunday church hats. It was like, Jesus, we'll see how big this hat is.
You like,
but not your face because that would shame him.
Exactly. He doesn't want to see that.
I've never been to any of that shit. I've never been to like debutante balls or fucking country clubs or any of that nonsense that
Cotillion?
exists
Yeah,
in
cotillion.
movies.
Like, grew up outside
Sadie
Texas.
Hawkins dance?
I don't think I've
Sadie
ever been to a
Hawkins,
big
yes.
cotillion either. And then I met Lindsay and I
Did
went
you
to
ask
like a
for it?
bunch of that shit. Like
You don't. The Sadie Hawkins is the reverse.
Oh, yeah,
the girl
that's right.
asked
Did she
what-
ask you? I'm
She
sorry.
did not.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
she.
well.
that's
dumped
not
it already.
always though. That happens in prom too though. Last week.
Yeah, true. I don't know that I ever went to a Sadie Hawkins dance.
Really?
No, yeah, never got
Fun
asked.
fact, I asked a guy, I was in 7th grade, I asked the first guy I had like a big crush on. I was
Slut!
like- I know, I'm sorry.
And somehow you ended
James,
with
if
3.
you're out there, I'm married. But I asked him, I was like, okay, I finally got the courage to ask him. Yes, I did it. And I went home and I told my parents, and they were like, oh, you can't go. Like, that's not
What?
okay. Because they thought it was like sketchy, like he might try something. I was like, but I was just really excited.
But
that I
it's
got the
Sadie
courage to ask
Hawkins.
him. Exactly. But it was like, no, you have to go tell him that you can't go to the dance with him now. So the next day I was like,
Called
hey,
hard to get.
yeah, I was like, I know I asked you, but I can't go anymore because my parents said no.
My
And he
parents
was like,
uninvited
okay.
you.
Basically, yeah.
They
I was
don't like this
"All right,
whole, you know,
bye."
human species, girl and boy thing, procreating.
fan.
They're not into that.
No.
They'd really like the Earth to die with this generation.
Well, I mean, it probably will anyway, right?
Well, I mean that generation's already passed though.
Well, no, I mean, it was, you know.
Your
one or
kids
two.
are
That's-
the next generation,
look,
Ryan.
Standard deviation.
Okay.
Plus or minus one generation.
Okay, sure, maybe. I think your kids are okay. I think like my grandkids are fucked.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I think the Earth will be good for another 50 to 100.
I mean, we could always just get a big rock dropped on us at any time, really.
We could, but
Yeah.
like not counting that, not assuming we're gonna get a rock dropped on us, of like us fucking the Earth and killing it as human beings, as we've been doing hardcore, way more so in recent history. I think we're good for like 50 to
Yeah, you
100
think it'll
years.
hold for 50 more? Okay.
I think so. I'm fine. We're all good.
You think it's gonna
We're
end up like a
fine.
Terra Nova sort of thing? Well, here's the thing,
Dude, it's
they
like-
might figure out how to make us live longer.
There's so
too.
many scenarios. Like, is the sun gonna burn out and then we have to go and restart the
Nah,
sun?
we got plenty of sun.
Do we have to go into the center of the Earth and reignite the core? I
That's-
don't know.
That's
The
possible.
core.
Don't know,
Movies
don't know.
movies
That
are
one's not
telling me
me.
all kinds of things are gonna happen. Now, which one's gonna happen? I don't know. Is
Zombie apocalypse.
the meteor
Armageddon,
and the
Armageddon.
when the
Armageddon,
meteor
got the
comes,
Armageddon
or
comes.
When
like
God comes
or
down
like
with
in
his arms.
Deep Impact when the
Monty
it crashes
Python hand.
Also bad.
and Morgan
At least we
Freeman's
get
the
Morgan
president
Freeman, yeah.
and he's like, this is crazy. I'm Obama. And fucking Elijah Wood's running around. He's like, remember I was in this movie?
Was he in that movie?
Yeah.
I never saw that
Yeah,
movie.
because it came out like 2 months after Armageddon. Nobody cared. That's why.
Right, yeah.
It
Exactly.
was like months after Armageddon. They were like, we already saw the other one.
Kind of a
The
weird
sequel,
phenomenon when two
Armageddon.
movies exactly alike come out like right next to each other.
Yeah.
Like that happened with
13th floor in the Matrix.
Ants and
I never heard of
Bugs
13th
Life?
Floor.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or it's like White House
it-
Down and that other Gerard Butler movie, unless that was White House
Not
Down.
No, that was
13th
the
floor,
Gerard.
ghost story,
Gerard
right?
Butler was
No.
White House Down.
Okay, then the
There
Channing
was-
Tatum one was.
It was another like you're in a computer thing.
something else. It's
Yes.
the exact same thing. It's
Hackers.
like presidents getting fucked.
No.
Wait, what is
London.
it?
That
Olympus
was-
Has
yeah.
Fallen is Gerard Butler.
Yeah, because
Yes.
now London is fallen.
and then White House Down was the other one.
Channing
It's
Tatum.
like the
London-
and Jamie
exact
Foxx.
fucking same
London
plot.
Bridge is falling down. is
Falling
how it goes.
down.
Right.
Falling down.
Yeah, and that's about World War II.
Right.
I thought that was about
Okay.
like some
And,
kind of famine
and
or
Hitler.
a disease or something.
That is the Black Plague, and
That's
that
what
is
it was.
Ring Around the Roses.
That was
also
Capital
not
of
true.
Posies. What?
You have
What?
shit
Do you
in
know
your
what?
hair, by the way.
Snopes says
Right here, other
it's
side.
not. That's not
It's like
accurate.
white shit. There you go. You got it.
But you know,
There's something about Mary
maybe it is.
happening right now.
No, it was like a little fuzzy.
Oh, he
It
doesn't have
wasn't-
jizz on his
wasn't
hair?
semen.
Okay,
No.
cool. But
No,
sorry.
I didn't come today. So
Hold on.
I shouldn't be there.
I'm pretty
so
sure
that's not
Snopes
about the Black
says that
Plague.
that is not about the Black Plague.
That's bullshit.
But you know, maybe Snopes is wrong.
That is bullshit.
Well, no, I
Double
played.
check.
Smoke. You know smoke?
You know, smoke.
So
No.
let's talk about that while they're.
God. All right. So Force Awakens Blu-ray and digital came out about a month ago now. The
than
deleted
that,
the
sure.
deleted scenes. Now we know why they're
There's a
deleted.
reason they were deleted.
Yeah, they were not great.
not great.
Besides Kylo Ren going on Millennium Falcon, that was pretty cool. But there's one scene after First Order comes and they're attacking Maz's castle.
It's like right when Rey gets the lightsaber.
Yes,
and
and
then
she
it cuts.
fucks off
It
and she
cuts
runs.
to like Chewie and Han coming out of the ship.
yeah, like out of the rubble.
Or the rubble, sorry, the rubble.
Out of the
And
castle.
it's when Han does that sweet, like he shoots the guy behind him.
Yes.
So this scene takes place
Just
in
before.
between those
Yes.
two scenes.
And it's the First Order coming down, and Han Solo knows that they're outgunned, so he's like, I'm gonna talk my way out of it, like I always
It's
do.
like a classic Han Solo,
talk my
like,
way out of
guys, very similar to the
So-
scene that's actually in the movie
Yeah.
with the other two groups and like.
Yeah, so the First Order comes, and they're like, Professor, I said Professor Snake.
Professor.
Yeah,
Sure.
Snoke is like, Snoke.
Chancellor, what the fuck is he?
Supreme
Supreme
Leader Snoke.
Great
And it's
High
like,
Pumbaa.
Yeah,
Something like
it's
that.
just like, put down your weapons, and he's like, and he plays all cool, he's like, smoke. Do you know smoke?
It's
just like,
so shitty. It's like 20 armed guards, and they're like, come with us for Leader Snoke, and he just goes, Smoke? You know Smoke? I don't know Smoke.
Yeah,
it's just like,
and it's just
stop.
like, and the stormtroopers are just there. It's like, why aren't you shooting
The
him?
stormtroopers are like, no,
it's not
Snoke.
Snoke.
And fucking
You know you
Han-
heard me,
Han's
right?
like, listen, I know a lot of
No.
things.
no,
It's just
Smoke.
fucking awful.
Yeah, it's not
to be
great.
fair, it's so awful it's great. Because it's
Pretty
not in the
funny.
movie, it's in the
Yes.
deleted scenes, and it's pretty fucking funny to watch. In the movie, it'd be like, ugh.
Also, Harrison Ford in the behind the scenes is fucking amazing because like there's a whole documentary. It's about an hour long. It's really good.
Oh, you're
But-
thinking about the Millennium
Yeah,
Falcon.
but he's in the Millennium Falcon and he's there and it's like and they painstakingly like recreated it like from like episode 4, like painful, like every switch is exactly where it was. And then he goes and he's like, was this switch here? And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, I don't think it was. And they're like, no, it was. And he goes, whatever. Like, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care. He's like, whatever.
He's so amazing. I fucking love
Here's
Harrison
your pen.
Ford.
Here's your pen.
Here's your pen back. So what's the
It's
conclusion?
fucking. Apparently, that's not true. What the fuck?
Snoke
Same
says
thing
false.
Same thing with vomitoriums. What the fuck are people teaching us now?
Right, that was the
Bullshit.
thing back
And then
from like
my
20
cousin
episodes
said it.
ago.
Remember Catherine the other week? She was like, "Oh, you can make that into a vomitorium. You're throwing up." I was like, "That's not true."
Yeah, probably because it's your
Well,
fault.
no, the
Damn it.
vomitorium still makes sense. Okay, a vomitorium is part of a theater. It's
Yes.
the passage by which people enter and
Exit.
exit the theater.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the reason it's called a vomitorium is related to vomit. It's because if you looked at it from the outside, it's like all of a sudden people just spew out of the open.
Right.
Oh, okay.
However, as I'm dumb and don't know anything because I didn't pay attention in school, and that's fine. Look where it got me. Lindsay tells me things, and I believe her because she's smart, and usually she's right about history and shit. So she was like, "Yeah, vomitoriums. It's like the fucking Coliseum and shit.
Where the
used to, like,
bulimics went,
They
sure,
stuff their
yeah.
fucking face, and then they vomit at the vomitoriums, and then they go eat more food. And then I tell that on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Puke
I don't know if
rally.
it was one of the first sponsor episodes or it was like episode 1 or after. And I got shit on because they're like, "That's not true, fucking idiot, fucking idiot, nerd, piece of shit." And I'm like, my wife.
It's the American
She told
public
me.
school system.
She told me
damn
that's
it.
what it was. What do you
not
want?
his
Education
fault.
is
Look.
That's what you
terrible.
get for listening in school, you idiot,
If
before
they
the internet.
Didn't want
Why
people
do
to
you
make
mean?
that mistake. They shouldn't have called it a vomitorium. Let's be honest.
Then you look on
But
Snoke.com and
here's all we
figure it
have to
out.
do, though. Going forward, let's just make it now. So then in 20 years, they'll be like, actually, someone will go, vomitoriums aren't real. And they'll go, well, they weren't, but then Michael Jones actually made the vomitoriums real
the
because he
sad
was
thing?
vomiting like crazy.
The sad thing is that's probably what Urban Dictionary will be to the future. It's like that's what we turn the word into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like literally is now not literally. It's like you can use it figuratively now. They
We
changed
are
that and
altering
and
the
Webster's
language for the
this-
worse.
this dictionary.
Like bootylicious is an actual word now. It's in Webster's
No,
dictionary.
it's not.
Yeah. Yes, that is
no,
correct.
sadly.
Then Webster's?
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Dude, I bought
Here's-
gum. Anybody want some?
Here's the real test. All right, let's see if this works.
You don't.
What's the
Okay, hang on.
catch?
The real test
catch?
is you watch
I'll
Moulin
fuck
Rouge
you
and tell
up
me
if
how
you
much
Wait.
you like it.
Oh, okay.
Bootylicious.
Do it.
It knew it.
Yeah. See?
Song by Destiny's Child. Wikipedia. Urban Dictionary. Dictionary.com.
Thank you. Beyonce can make
Cause
it.
my body's too bootylicious for you, babe.
It
a
is.
girl?
It is
Something
an
like that. That's unfortunate.
adjective that
Is
means
that Stupid Girl?
shapely and sexually attractive.
See? Real word?
That's a song by Pink,
that be-
Stupid Girl, right?
What?
What are you talking
Is
about?
that song?
Bootylicious?
Yeah.
Fucking Beyonce.
That's
She
Beyonce.
just said
That's
that.
Destiny's Child.
Just said that.
Oh, cool.
I forgot
Who do
actually
you
it is
think it was
Destiny's
by?
Child. It's not Beyonce.
Who did you think it was by?
The examples of this.
Beyonce by herself?
Beyonce.
Yeah, I thought it was Beyonce.
Okay, who
but
do you
whatever.
think it was by?
He kept saying something else.
All right.
Did you say Pink?
Yeah.
Pink?
Pink?
Dude, she doesn't have a booty. She's
Yeah.
white as shit. She's got a flat ass.
With all due respect to my race, white women don't have asses, okay?
Some do, but Pink doesn't.
Rosie O'Donnell does.
God.
All right.
Hell, that's different. I wouldn't call her bootylicious.
Oh my god.
No, who was a white woman with an ass? I need to know right now. Like natural, curvy
Scarlett
ass.
Johansson.
Flo from
Yeah,
Progressive.
Scarlett Johansson.
Flo.
No,
Yes,
that's
Progressive,
I
yeah.
wouldn't even be able to know that, but that's fine. Can I be honest? I really like where Flo's gone in the last couple years.
I hated her
Where'd
at
she
first,
go?
and I liked her. Now I kind of
Well, because it was just like a commercial.
Yeah.
And that's it. But like Progressive, basically
she
like
probably never has to work.
they're
again, but-
aware. She's fucking rich.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're aware and like they like know what the internet is and they know that Flo is a meme and shit. So they started putting that in the fucking commercial. Like the actress now can actually act. Like they do bits and stuff. She was just like, I'm a spokesperson, blah 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 blah, and people fucking hated her because like I hate that Flo bitch. But now they do all like. I don't know how else to describe it, like Cartoon Network-esque commercials, like Adult Swim bumpers and shit.
Yeah.
Like they
Or
have.
Let's Play bumpers.
Hey! Like they have like that one. It's like the best fucking Flow one yet.
Stram. That's right, Stram.
Where-
Take the Stram.
No.
Hashtag.
It's her.
Kill the Stram.
It's her talking
Hashtag
to some
Stram.
other dude that she works with, and he's like, blah 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 blah, and it's kind of like an after school special type bit, and I can't remember the
Oh, that was
commercial,
amazing.
But like
Lactose
it
intolerant one.
ends with her going like, "You drinking milk? I thought you were lactose intolerant." Or no, she goes, "I thought you were lactose intolerant," and he goes, "This isn't lactose, it's milk."
And then she
she just looks at him like this.
And then it goes Progressive.
And it pauses on her and like slow fades out. It's just like her like disgust. It's like an internet meme of her being like, "You fucking idiot!"
It's
Like
like
that's
an-
the commercial.
It's like an 80s style PSA.
it's really
It's
fucking
really
funny.
funny.
When did the nymphomaniac thing start?
I
God.
don't know about that, but like now they even have like they have commercials where Flo's like emo and she's got all like black hair and shit, and she's like, people don't like happy Flo. They get a little annoyed by it. It's like that's funny.
Yeah.
That's like you're reacting
That is
to
shit.
the audience's. It's like I love two commercials right now. I love that, and I love fucking
Can
I always forget if it's
Go on.
Michael Winters or Dean Winters. I think it's Dean Winters. The fucking disaster commercials, Mayhem.
Oh,
those
Mayhem.
are fantastic as well. I think it's
And what's
Progressive.
funny, you have
With
a
a
Mayhem
calendar.
calendar, and I knew it was Mayhem, but I was reading there's like tips on it, but they're not real tips because
They're like
the
Mayhem tips. They're
Yeah.
like fuck your
And-
house up.
And they were like, one of them was like, for more space in your trunk, take out your spare tire. And I was like, Ryan's like, that's not a good tip at all. And I was like, oh, it's a Mayhem
And
calendar.
he looked at it. He's like, "That's stupid. Why would you take out your spare tire?" Oh,
It
never
does
mind.
make
Mayhem.
more room. Chelsea hates me, I think.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Atkinson.
Yeah, from the.
Why?
Well,
From the okay, I know who you're talking about.
so.
There's two Chelseas.
Sorry.
Yeah,
There's
no.
Atkins and
You
there's
mean
Jeff
cardigan.
Chelsea.
Yes. No, that one.
Because I got a female bladder. and
Well,
I
wait,
gotta
just
Hey, I have to go pee
fucking
too,
wait,
and you
and
can
then
do
we'll
the
end it. Just hold it in.
Yeah.
Hold it the fuck in.
So-
I'm gussing you right now.
But this is my apology to the.
It's
So,
like the last story.
so you know, we had the whole crowdfunding campaign for some movie,
Yeah.
Laserface.
Yeah,
Punch
beam,
time.
beam
Yeah.
face.
So part of that they sold voicemails. You know, where we.
Yeah, I did
people
several.
And I've got 2 requests for them, and she's been asking me to do them for about a month now.
It literally takes about 1 minute.
Sure does, and I haven't.
Ryan.
Okay.
Maybe I should. Can I do
Did
them
she-
right now? Let me
my,
find the
my
script.
question is
Would
like,
you-
did she just slack you or text you? Why are you bringing
There was
this
an
up?
email that was
Oh,
the
just now.
It was just like, hey, so
Hey,
you're one
Ryan,
of the last
fuck
2
you.
people. You were the last 2 people standing between me and being done.
Who's the other one?
I don't know.
I didn't tell you.
I really should
Probably
find out.
I like that Ryan showed it to me. Like, Lindsay, check this shit out. I'm like, what do you want me to say?
Dude, I'll say
You
this.
asked to see it. You were like, hey, can I creep on that? I'm like, all right, there you go.
Not only did I do that in my obligations, but when I did, I gave
Michael
him like 6 versions
Well done.
every time. Chelsea's like, "We're good," and I'm like, "I'm standing here in the booth. It took me 5 minutes to get over here. I'm gonna do more than one."
So apologies to whoever
Is
paid
still waiting for it to this
2,
day,
well,
sending
one was
angry
one
emails
from me.
to Chelsea.
It was an interesting distinction. I have to do one as me and then one as the Mad King.
That's not, makes sense.
What
Like
is
when
the
Mike had us do
difference there?
congratulations.
One
and
is
you
a
did
little
one.
bit less
I
impressed
didn't
with you as a human.
That one's Ryan.
No,
Didn't you start off the podcast being like, "I'm for the people," and now you're
yeah.
not doing
no,
the thing that people paid
no,
for?
No, I will. I'll do the thing people paid for. It's if only we could. I feel like the best
let's-
vehicle for that would be the Stram.
Let's just
If
end
I
it
could
right
Stram,
now so you could go do those voice recordings,
I'll
right?
get right on it. Sorry.
Right now. So thanks
Chelsea.
for watching Off Topic episode 26. Andy, it was nice while you were here before Jeff fires you.
Yes, it was.
You were great before and after he got here.
Yeah.
He really shut you down.
Well, yeah.
when he was
I
on
mean,
it.
I didn't want to speak out of turn.
That's awful for audio listeners. Ryan's already doing that, but that, Lindsay, you make me sick. Take my gum wrapper.
See? Toss it on over here.
There's that soundtrack again. Yeah, take it off.
Oh man,
Take that
we getting
dick
the shirts. Work our way down to a shot.
Pants coming off. I'm gonna kill you with my dick out. Dancing all around. It's a nice looking suit. I appreciate the 3-piece. It's a good looking vest. It fits well. Yeah, just a good fashion sense.
Kill him!
He's got the napkin. Hang on. Give him a second. He's gonna make the guy drink first.
We lost Jeremy.
And then you're gonna kill him with a napkin?
Did he just suffocate him with a napkin?
Is it chloroform or are you suffocating him?
He's clearly breathing with no problem.